All right, welcome everybody to 2025 ASA season. We are here at the first event of the Delta McKenzie ASA Pro-Am Tour, the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. Welcome to the Competition Archery Media Desk. Darren Christianberry, PJ Riley, Darren Harrell, excited to be back here at ASA.
It's really unbelievable how fast time goes by. I mean, season just ended in August. February's almost over. We're here. The crowd has been amazing. Our booth at this event has been extremely busy. ASA season's here, and we're going to have some amazing shoot-offs this afternoon for everybody to watch.
We definitely do, and we don't want to waste any time. We want to jump right into the action, so we're going to go to the third member of our team, Jennifer Brooks. Jennifer, bring out our archers.
Our fifth place qualifier with a score of 407 from Leander, Texas, shooting senior pro for Matthews, Tim Yeoman. Our fourth place qualifier with a score of 411 from Wincona, Jeff Hopkins. Our third place qualifier with a score of 411 from Jackson, Missouri, Carrie Klund. Shooting for elite, might I add. Our second place qualifier with a score of 415, shooting for Hoyt, Tony Taza. And our first place qualifier with a score of 416 from Cedar Bluff, Virginia, Stephen Altizer, shooting for elite.
All right, Nathan, so as we mentioned, this is the senior pro division. So this is unknown, and for folks who are just tuning in, unknown. What does that mean?
That means they're guessing the distance. We have classes that can use rangefinders, but this class, they're using the ground, they're using whatever method they have worked on and practiced to guess the distance to the target. They don't know until they shoot it if they're right or wrong, so you're going to see some known distance classes later, but this one's, all these guys are judging the distance to the target.
And Darren, the skill that is. Talk about what happens if you're like this. We should mention this is a maximum 50-yard distance with some wiggle room. Okay, we got one at 50, and you shoot it for 48. What happens?
If you miss it by 2 yards at 293 foot a second, you're going to drop about 2.5 to 3 inches at 50 yards. So you can still hang an 8 possibly, depending on how aggressive you aim, but you can very likely shoot a 5 if you're that far off. So you have to be within a yard to really try to hit these rings.
We should mention that we don't know the distances here, but these archers were given several minutes before they started to come out, look at the targets, get their numbers, and now we are through our first round. So we're going to go out to our team. Scott Parrott and Ken McElwee, they're going to be our judges for today.
All right, first up, Stephen Altizer, leader 416. 10.
Good 10 there for Steven. Steven is a sales rep for Elite Archery. Steven's one of my best friends. We talk every day of the week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. He's been shooting pro for a lot of years. This is his first time on the big stage. He was so excited today, and I was so happy for him. I'm glad to see him out there. Tony's got a low one right there.
Yeah.
That's through the line, I believe. For an 8.
For an 8.
Yeah, Steven did shoot a 10, so he'll go to 426. Tony, 423. Carrie Klund used to be a finger pro shooter, I found out today.
Okay.
Back in 2010, and then they got rid of the class, and now he's back shooting senior pro, and this is his second pro shoot down, but first senior pro.
Took a 12.
12 for Carrie. Good shot.
Which brings us, Darren, we'll mention when they get back out on the line. You mentioned he's a fingers pro. These guys are all shooting releases. We'll show folks what that looks like once they get back to shooting. But we've got Jeff Hopkins with an 8.
419, yep. And then Tim Yeoman, I think this is Tim's. He's only been shooting senior pro for 2 years, and this is his first shoot off as well.
Looks like it might be, yeah.
A 10.
Okay.
417 for him. We've been shooting outside in the undergrowth, open lanes. The weather's been nice. It's been cold, but it's been very sunny. A little overcast at times today, but the transition from out there to in here, I don't think it's easy. From when I've made these shoot-offs come indoors, I try to make, for whatever reason, these targets look longer to me. So if it was me, I'd have a tendency to shoot high right out of the gate. So we did see a few high arrows there. That may be part of the characteristic going from outdoors to indoors, but they'll make the needed adjustments, and we'll see some bonus rings here before this is over.
Yeah, we should mention that we have sponsors for each of our targets. Tim Yeomans on the gas bowstrings mule deer. We've got Stephen Altizer on the gold tip turkey. We've got Tony Taz on the Schwacker bedded buck. And we've got Kerry Klund on the Stan Releases Impala and Jeff Hopkins on the HHA Bighorn sheep.
There's a good look at Tim there at full draw.
And there's that release you're talking about in his hands.
Good 10 on that mule deer for him.
Yeah, Darren, you mentioned, it's climate controlled. We're in T-shirts in here. We were all in jackets all weekend.
I wore long underwear yesterday. It was cold. I'm not going to lie.
10 for Tim Yeoman.
Puts him at 427.
Come around to Steven on this turkey, the gold tip turkey.
Looks like a good 10 for Steven.
What's that like, Darren? So this is his first shoot down.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's a little nervy, but like I told him, the hard part's over. Making the show's the hard part. Go out there and have fun. Shoot your bow like you know how to shoot it. Whatever happens, happens. The hard part's over.
Yeah. Is that easy to do, though?
No, but this is the goal. This is to get out there and have a chance to win, and you got to be happy with that because you can't control what everybody else is doing, how aggressive they get. So you got to shoot your game and hope it's good enough. Tony got a bonus ring. Puts him at 435, if I'm not mistaken. Back with him 1 point of Steven.
Tony Tazza from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, owns the Archery Zone shop there. 10 for Kerry.
433, if my math's right.
Jeff Hopkins, who's won about 1,000 of these through his lifetime.
Yeah. He's got another low arrow. He needs to make an adjustment because he's obviously seen these targets short. He shot low on the first one, and he's got a low 8 on that gray ram.
Yeah, Jeff Hopkins has had a good run of making the shootdowns last year, but then he had a tough time in these shootdowns last year.
And Jeff, he shot back-to-back 8s there. He's not here for 5th or 4th or 3rd. He's liable to shoot it a 14 just to make up some ground on him.
All right, Jeff, you ready? All right, gentlemen, we'll start your 1 minute.
And it goes so fast, you don't even have time to think out there.
We're on the 3rd arrow
already. Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
We shoot 5 in regulation. What happens then?
Anybody within 10 points of the leader after the 5th arrow goes to a 6th and final arrow. You get one last chance to make a move at the win. So anybody within 10 points after 5 in regulations will shoot one more additional arrow.
And there's your call, and Jeff Hopkins went for that 14 on the gas bowstring.
Doesn't surprise me a bit that he would do that.
Ouch.
That sounded very hard.
That's the turkey. It was real high. Gold tip. That was Tim Yeoman.
Tony's shooting at the Impala. Good 10 right there. Looks like we're going to have some movers here, right here on these. I see some low arrows, some high arrows. See how this shakes out.
It looks like the mule deer and the Impala are the longest targets.
Jeff Hopkins went for the 14 and just missed it. 435. I didn't pay him to do that, but I figured Jeff's liable to do that. Ooh, 5 for Tim. 432 for Tim now.
So when we come down here, we'll see.
Steven's got a low arrow in that bedded buck too. Oof.
Just under.
That's a 5. 441.
Yeah, when we see Tony's arrow, there's a big circle that his arrow's inside of. That's worth 10 points. There's a couple little circles inside. 2 of them are worth 12 points in different situations. And then we have the 14 ring that was high and outside we saw Jeff Hopkins shoot at, but that's our score. And anything outside all rings is worth 5 points on these targets. Hopefully we can get a look here.
8 for Carey, 4
There you go.
And I will make note, I don't think we mentioned there's an orange cone behind the shooters.
Right.
There's 2 12 rings in each target. The lower is always in play.
Yep.
But if they want to shoot at the upper 12, they have to reach back and put that cone out in front of them. That's signaling that, hey, I'm calling the upper 12 only. And if they happen to fall and hit the lower 12, then it'll be scored as a 10. So when that orange cone's out front, that means that they're shooting at the upper 12.
Yeah. And folks will see a circle dead center in the middle, and that one is not a bonus ring. That's just worth 10 points.
All right, gentlemen, we'll start your 1 minute.
That was a big mix-up there. Steven went from leading to tied for second after that 5 on that bedded buck, so he needs to regroup here, get one back in the 10 ring for sure.
He went to one of the longest. That's high, right?
High and a little right, maybe. There's a good look at the
Oh, yeah.
target number 1, target number 2 with Kerry Clund and Jeff Hopkins. Kerry's on the mule deer getting ready to fire a shot. Jeff will probably go with the 14 if I know him.
Carries low. Carries and then 8, I believe, on that mule deer. There goes Jeff.
He did go with that 14 again. This lighting too, you can see the shiny spots on these targets. They may have a tough time seeing, the detail that they're looking for at full draw on some of these, especially the black targets.
Oh, there's, just as you were talking about, Darren, Kerry hit the upper, but he did not call the upper, so this is going to be 10 points.
All right, first up.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at a different target.
Kerry's got an 8, 449, I think.
Excuse me, I was looking at the bighorn sheep. That's going to be Tony Tazza.
Next, Jeff Hopkins.
Just left of that 14.
Mm-hmm. He had the yardage right. He just hit left.
Yep.
Jeff, 443.
That 14 ring is dangerous because if you miss, 8 or even possibly 5 points.
Good looking arrow there for Tim. Must be just right.
Oh,
He called upper.
There you go.
Yep.
So that's what you were talking about, Darren.
Yep.
He hit the lower, but he called the upper.
Yeah.
So that was just worth 10 points. Here comes Steven.
Steven Altizer.
Oh.
8 for
Come on,
Steven
buddy.
Altizer.
Put him back in the big ring. 449.
Hey, it was good to see, Darren. Tons of emotion from Steven Altizer.
I know, it's so good.
When he discovered that he made it. This one's Tony. We'll talk about that in a second. But Tony, I believe, called the upper. He usually does. Yes,
he did.
There we go.
467. Tony has put a big enough lead out there right now that we may not see that 6th arrow unless somebody shoots a 14.
Currently at 457.
So a lot of the archers tend to be, a little bit uptight, I'll say. Let's be honest. Trying to be even-keeled, not show too much emotion. But Steven was so excited to make his shoot down and to make it in the lead that he just lost it.
I didn't realize that. He was at my house a couple weeks ago for ATA show, a month ago. And he walked out in my range and was looking around on my walls. I've got some contingency checks up. And he's like, I'll get one of them big checks one of these days. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, 20 years. I've been waiting 20 years. And I'm like, man, good for you. So I was super excited for him to get in here and have a chance to win, get a contingency, get a podium. Such a relief, I'm sure, for him, but just excited to see somebody have that much passion about it and appreciate being there. It was good to see. So this is the 5th and final arrow, and I made a mistake on my math. Tony has an 8-point lead over Kerry and Steven right now.
Okay, so run through the scores, Darren.
Right
now,
our
scoreboards.
I've got Tony at 457, Steven and Kerry at 449. I got Hopkins at a 443 and Tim Yeoman at a 440. Okay. That's by my math.
Okay.
Unofficial.
12 on that last target. He now sits at 444 and 12 bonus rings, 1 point ahead of Jeff Hopkins, and 5 points behind Steve and Kerry. You guys all good on the scores? Any questions? All right, gentlemen.
Mike said something about a 444. I don't have a 444 on my paper.
He was referring, I think, to Hopkins. Is Hopkins close to that? I think he said someone got scored a 12, but it wasn't.
He's got an odd number because he shot a 5 in qualification, so he can't have a 44.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Betted buck was Jeff shooting at another 14. What's Steven going to do here?
There he goes.
Upper, did he call it?
No,
He did not.
Cone's behind him.
He got a 10.
That's
Tony
good.
did
10.
call an upper because he's got the cone out.
Yeah.
Pretty good looking shot on that mule if it's not just left of it maybe.
Here we go. We got a relook
Yeah,
here
good look at
Tony's
Tony.
shot.
Okay, first up, for Tony Tazza on the 5th arrow.
Called upper and just left of it.
10 for Tony.
So that, by my math, I have him at a 467.
Next up, Kerry Clun, currently at 441.
Carry on the turkey. He had a 449 going in.
To be in the final arrow.
Survey says
Oh,
12
that's
points.
going to be a 12.
So 54-61,
Next up,
I believe is what I have, unofficial.
There's a look at Jeff Hopkins.
Good look at the big guy.
8 for Jeff Hopkins.
He went for another one.
I like that look.
Just missed it.
Next up, Tim Yeoman.
So he had an 8, 451 for Jeff, unofficially.
Needs a 14, is a 10 for Tim.
10 for Tim, 450.
And for Stephen Altizer. He also needs a
So Tony's at 67. We need to be a 57 or higher to be in the final shoot-off. So Kerry Clun would qualify. Steven's got a 10, I believe. There's a good look at Steven. It's going to move him to a 450.
That's the one I was looking at. 10. He did not call upper, so it was a 10.
Tony Tazza, 467.
Yeah, 459 for Steven. We're going to have 3 guys in it. Tony will shoot last. Steven's going to shoot first. Kerry's going to shoot second. So Steven has guaranteed himself a podium.
Can't do better than that.
Big
Your
check.
Your
Big check.
first shoot down.
Big check coming up, bud.
Happy Gilmore check.
Big check coming up.
All right, so Darren, now we have the 6th arrow. So we have 3 or 4 that made it.
I think 3. If my math's there it is, right there on the screen.
Okay,
67,
there we got it.
61, 59.
Here we go.
So yeah, Tim will finish in 4th. Jeff's going to finish in 5th.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now what's going to happen is we're going to see if they're going to bring out another target for the last chance archery, last chance arrow, or oh yeah, we
They
got
did.
the Russian
The
boar
Russian
out.
boar.
Okay. And so now they're going to get some time to judge this target, and then they're going to shoot it just as you mentioned.
That's a hard target to 12 because most of the 12 rings, depending on which way the animal's face, and the 12 sits at like 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock, or it sits at 11 o'clock and 5 o'clock. But for whatever reason, with that mold on that Russian, the 12 sits at like 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So it's a little different position within the 10 ring.
Yeah.
I find it very hard to 12 that target. So
Gotcha.
maybe it's just a Darren weird thing, but I find it very difficult to 12 that target.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All our targets here are Delta McKenzie, by the way. They are the makers of these targets we shoot in ASA.
if I could telepathically tell Stephen Altizer what to do right here, I would say shoot the 14. You have nothing to lose. You're guaranteed 3rd place.
For sure. 2 points behind Kerry. Tony.
Yeah, he's
So-
8 points behind Tony.
Do you know what it says?
So talk about this, Darren. So now you've got 2 basically rookie finalists here shooting. It's Stephen Altizer and Kerry Clun against Tony Tazza, who also has been in a million of these.
Yeah.
How does that benefit him? Does it benefit him? Does he feel more pressure? I mean, he's got a 8-point lead, or
Tony-
6-point lead. Excuse
Tony
me.
is sitting there thinking, because even if these guys 14 it, all I have to do is judge this thing close enough and hold my pin center 10 no matter what they do,
Yeah.
and I'm going to win this tournament. So he's feeling pretty good about his position right now. If Kerry 14s it, it moves him to a 75. If Tony shoots an 8, they would be tied and be broken on bonus rings, which I think Tony would win possibly. But then if Tony shoots a 10, he can't lose.
Right.
So the pressure's on Steven to try to 14 it to get Kerry to do something to give
Yeah.
up a place. Right now, these guys are battling for second.
All right. We'll start your 1 minute now.
14, buddy, 14. Steven's so funny. He's got some great stories. He used to work at a Max Security prison? He was a prison guard years ago.
Oh.
Sold cars. I mean, he has got some stories.
Straight right.
Yeah, straight right. He's either way high on the lower or straight right of the 14, but I think he was shooting at the 14.
All right.
8 points for Buddy. Steven puts him at 67.
Hey, well done, Stephen.
Well done.
Altoids.
Podium.
For sure. We should mention Steven's son Logan shoots in the Open Pro division.
Yep. Logan's a good shooter.
Yeah. He almost made the shoot down today, and we were hoping, man, we could have father-son in two different. We've seen the Hopkins boys do that, Jeff and his son Scott.
Congratulations, Tim.
So with Steven with the 67, Kerry needs an 8 to take over Steven.
All right.
Yes, he needs an 8 to take over second place right now. 8 or 10, he wraps up second. Tony needs, depending on what Kerry does, an 8 or a 10 just to win this thing.
There's a good look at the scoring rings we were talking about. You see that ring with the 3 circles in it? That's the 10 ring.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ring around it. That's a core line. It's not a scoring ring. That you can remove that piece. And then the bigger ring on the outside is 8 points.
Good 10 for Kerry.
Yep.
So it puts him at 471. Tony needs 4 points to tie and 5 points to win. So if he makes contact with that board down there, he's got
Yep.
this thing wrapped up.
Just has to hit the target.
Good showing for the boys in blue this weekend.
You betcha.
Tony Tasker has the daunting task of trying to catch a 5.
So now, last year, Darren, you know, in the Classic, Tony came in the lead and lost it on the last arrow to Jamie Drouillard.
Yeah.
So now here he is. Redemption.
We talked about Tony this morning. Steven was talking about his shooting group. He had to shoot with Tony today. Tony's awesome. He's very even-keeled. He doesn't show a lot of emotion. But the one thing I like about Tony's archery game is he makes very few mistakes.
Right.
Very few. And that's why he's always out here in a position to win these things. He's got a very serious archery game. Piece
Oh.
of cake.
And he called it, I
Yep,
think.
no problem. No hill for a climber. Tony Taz is the champ.
All right, we're going to go to Jennifer Brooks to talk to our leader here, or our winner. Not
Yeah,
our leader,
winner.
our winner here in a second. Let's go out to Jennifer. Getting our camera guy around here so we can see Tony. Here we go.
Hello, Tony Tazza. Good to see you out here.
Very nice to see you.
Yeah, so came in sitting in second, hit some bonus rings,
Yeah.
and here we are.
Yep, here we are.
Congratulations. How's it feel?
Thank you. It feels awesome. I mean, coming out of the beginning of the year like this and just trying to put things together, you know, after the long off season and not getting a whole lot of chance to practice at home with the snow and the weather and stuff like that. But it's awesome. It's awesome. I'd like to say hi to my wife. I know Brenda's watching at home. I love you, babe. And just thank God for the opportunity to be out here. So.
Amen. Congratulations.
All right, Tony Tazza is our Hoyt Easton Pro-Am champ here in Foley, Alabama. Folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back with Senior Known Pro.
castle.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Foley Event Center here in Foley, Alabama for the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am ASA 2025. Our senior known pro division is going to be up next, and we're going to jump into the action. Oh, let's check our standings here before we get onto the action. Michael Braden first place at a 428. Kevin Beach second in 426. Tied with him is Jeff Borg at 426. Lynn Hoke and Rick Baker both tied at 424. There are going to be bonus rings in there that are going to separate those ties, but those are our standings as we head into the shootdown. Now let's go to Jennifer Brooks to bring out our archers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now for our senior known pro class. And fifth finalist is Rick Baker from Easton, New Hampshire. He's been shooting pro for 45 years, and he's only 40 years old. He shoots for Matthews. Next up, Lynn Hoke from Indianola, Iowa. Shoots for Elite. He's been shooting pro for 15 years. Shoots for Gas Bowstrings, Victory Arrows, and X Factor. First ASA Shootdown was last year here in Foley. Jeff Borg, our third finalist, is from Big Rock, Illinois. Shoots for Matthews, Gold Tip, Flex Fletch, True Ball XL, Shrewd, and Hamsky. His first ASA win was last year in London, Kentucky as a senior known pro. And our second place qualifier is Kevin Beach from Dry Ridge, Kentucky. Been shooting pro for 8 years, shoots for Dart and Archery, Black Eagle, Conquest, Gas Bowstrings, Bowfinger. His wife Laura Beach is here with him, and he got a third in London in 24 and a second in London in 23. So he's branching out from his London successes. And shooting in the first position is Michael Braden from Keller, Texas. Shoots for Matthews, XL, Shrewd, Hamsky, Black Eagle. He was the Rookie of the Year in 1996. And he's having trouble remembering he did that now. All right, gentlemen, if you would watch Scott Parrott real quickly.
All right, Darren, so here we go. So now we are senior known pro. Rangefinders.
Yes, this should be a horse race. These guys are going to know exactly the distance. They can set their sight to the 10th of a yard, and that's what their rangefinder's reading. It may say 47.3. They can actually set their sight to 47.3. You will see some bonus rings hit. We saw some in the senior pro division where they were judging. These guys know the distance. I promise you they're going to hit some rings.
And so here we go, Darren, running down. Number one, the Gas Bowstrings Mule Deer, 44 yards.
Okay.
Gold Tip Turkey, 32 yards. The Schwacker Bedded Buck, 39 yards. Stan Impala, 48 yards. And the HHA Ram, 35 yards.
Boom. Good look at Michael Braden right there. Michael's from Texas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Archery coach, archery legend. Kevin Beach right beside him right there coming into the frame. I like this camera angle.
Yeah, this is a new camera for us this year, Darren. It's called a rail cam. It's sliding in front of him. Oh, there you go.
Boom, upper on that turkey.
That's Kevin. Kevin Beach.
And he called upper and got it.
All right, here we go. Ken McElwee and Scott Parrott are.
Good look from behind Michael B right there. I think he got him a good 10 to start, just under that upper 12. Puts him at 438. I'll try to do better math this time, so I'm not fibbing to everybody out there.
We got our scoreboard working, so we're
Perfect.
good.
Yeah, they don't even need me now.
All right, here's Kevin Beach shooting for Darton.
12,
we go.
438. So he's tied with Michael now, right after one arrow.
There's a look at Jeff Borg
Mm-hmm.
shooting the Schwacker bedded buck. Takes a 10. We should mention this is one of 2 new targets for us this year, Darren.
Yes.
That bedded buck.
I'm taking both new targets home with me this weekend.
Right. We'll show you the other new one here in a second after the Stan Impala for Lynn Hoke. He's going to take an 8.
432 for Lynn. He was the high bonus ring guy out there. He made a few mistakes, it looks like, but that happens in this game.
Yep, there's Rick Baker, and here is our other new target, the Ram.
Just low left
He's
of
going to
that
get a
12.
10 there.
434 for Rick.
Yeah.
One change there. Rick moved up to 4th. Lynn slipped down to 5th, but that's just arrow 1, and we will definitely see 6 arrows in this one, unless somebody goes crazy on 14 rings and extends a lead. But
So we got Rick Baker at a 434. We're going to flop him to up to number 5 or number 4, and Lynn Hoke will drop down to number 5.
there it is.
Yep, got
TV
it.
screen's updated. We're tied.
Here we go.
I wonder, Mike's shooting at the turkey, which is 32 yards. You can see there on the right. Rick Baker's on the mule deer on the left, but that's the closest target there. I wonder if Mike, if he can see it at 14 is the play here. Since he didn't get the 12 on the first one, every point matters. See where it lands.
High one there for
He
Rick.
can definitely hit it. No, he went it to 12, and I think he shot an 8.
Yeah.
Huh.
We should mention, Darren, this is senior known pro, so we over 50 don't necessarily see the best.
No, it's the struggle's real for that. I say that about a lot of things, but that's a fact. The struggle is real. Did Rick not call upper?
He did not.
He's got the cone out there.
Well, he does. I wonder.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I think it's behind the gas bowstring
Okay, so they
sign.
can't see it.
He'll let the guys know.
I believe Mike had an 8 there. Sorry, I was talking.
12 for Kevin Beach.
Kevin Beach got a 12. That put him at 450.
He's now at 450 with 19 bonus rings and is ahead of Michael Brayton by 4 points. Jeff Borg,
Jeff Borg now on the Impala.
moves into 446 into a tie with Michael.
He's got a 10, 446.
I think we're going to correct Rick's score here in a second.
You think he did shoot the upper or call the upper?
I mean, the cone's out there, like you said, but I don't think Scott could see it.
Yeah.
Moves into 440. All right, gentlemen, let's move to our next targets.
Lynn must have went at the 14. He shot another 8 there, 440. He's going to have to make some moves now. He's going to need some rings.
Yeah, so Josh Grine and Scott Parrott are talking about this Rick Baker's arrow to see what is the correct call there. So when we find out, we'll tell you.
Yeah.
Because Rick Baker immediately moved the cone out in front on target number 2.
Close up at Michael B. They're trying to get settled into full draw there. That didn't feel quite right, so he's starting over. There's Kevin Beach. Good shot on that Impala. Jeff Borg, good 10 right there. There's a good look at Mike.
One of the few that shoots that index finger, at least.
Yeah, That's uncharacteristic for Mike.
Yeah.
He's low on the last two there, just a touch.
Here comes Scott Parrott to talk to Rick Baker there.
Yeah, going to get this.
So I can see where that cone is for Lynn, and I don't think. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, he had it out, but I think the cone was hidden behind the gas bowstring sign there, so the official couldn't see it.
Right. So they are discussing, and I'm not going to be surprised if we see.
All right, there was a little confusion about the upper 12 call with the orange cone on Rick Baker. He did get 12 there. So now he's at 446 and 15 bonus rings.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Don't want to see anybody lose some points on a technicality. So we fixed Rick's. That's from the last target. So you'll see that score change places there. But here we go. This is Lynn Hoke on the mule deer. Going to take an 8.
Another 8. 4, 4, 8. Lynn might be hitting just a skosh low in here. Rick went at the 14, I'm guessing. 8 puts him at 454. There's a good look at Michael B. and his quad X vein from Flex Fletch there. He's like, not sure what's going on. Just low for an 8.
Yeah, that's not.
454. So Rick Baker and Mike Braden are tied at 454 by my math right now. Lynn Hoke's at 448. Kevin Beach with a 10 puts him at 460. He just took the lead.
Way to go, Kevin Beach.
He was in the lead.
He's Jeff
Good look
Borg
at Jeff
shooting
there,
HHA Ram here.
10 points.
That one is 35 yards.
Jeff shot indoor nationals in Chicago last weekend. I saw him at an indoor shoot. I think that indoor shooting helps your form and your execution in this 3D game. It all matters. Every arrow matters.
Yeah.
But the off season and the indoor game really gets people dialed in for 3D. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah. Yeah, there are many of our archers, pro archers that we see that the best ones here are oftentimes the best ones indoor. They're just good all around.
Good archers, yeah. They can execute a shot. Good look at Kevin right there. He's our current leader at 460. Shooting at Darton.
All right, gentlemen. Let's see if Jeff's ready. All right, Jeff.
Taking a deep breath to settle in. He's on the 35-yard gray ram. See if he can pop a bonus ring right here and extend his lead. This is our 4th arrow. They're running out of chances quickly.
Yeah. Oh.
He shot at the upper, and I think he's just over.
Just over. Rick Baker went for
the
or
14.
Lynn Hoke went, or whose is that? Rick Baker went for the 14 on that bedded buck.
Yeah, Jeff Borg's on the mule deer. We're going to score him first.
All right, first up.
The gas bowstrings mule deer, Jeff Borg. He is going to have, they're taking a look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Nice.
Good 12.
468.
Come around to the gold tip turkey, Lynn Hoke.
Just from my angle, his arrow looks low. I haven't seen it from the front yet.
Yeah.
Okay, just under the 14. For an 8, 456.
Now we come to Rick Baker on the Schwacker bedded buck.
Good look at Rick. Boom, good strong shot. He's going to take an 8.
Yeah, he went for that 14, just missed left.
462.
Next, Michael Braden.
Michael B. Did he catch that line?
He's catching up to do next 2 targets. Let's see if he can move yet.
can't tell. That light is so bright.
Oh, man, that's
That's
close,
close.
Darren.
That is really close.
Wow.
Based off the previous call, I think that's a 12. They have one about.
There it is.
Yep.
You are
Yep.
correct.
12.
So, Darren, folks at home are going to be like, he missed. He doesn't have to break the line. It has to touch the line.
Yeah, and this foam, I know on the camera, you get one angle. You're looking straight on it. The judges get a look above it, below it, from the front, from the back, from every side. So sometimes they don't look in. Sometimes they don't look in from my seat. But when they're looking out there, these guys are giving it every opportunity they can to call that thing in, and 12 it is.
And if Scott Parrott sees it in from one angle out of 6,
It's in. Yeah, for sure.
Ray is coming in third at 466 and 17 bonus rings. Rick Baker 462 and 4.
Kevin Beach did take an 8 there, didn't he? 4, 6, 8. So this is Jeff Borg and Kevin Beach are tied. No, yeah. Tied for first. Michael B's in third with 466. Then Rick Baker 62. Lynn 56. Lynn needs a 14 to have any kind of opportunity to make the 6th and final arrow.
Yeah.
And he is on a bedded buck that's only 39 yards, so he might shoot at it. Over the shoulder of Kevin Beach there on that mule deer. 44-yard mule deer, is that correct?
That is correct. 44-yard mule deer. Rick Baker is on the longest target, that 48-yard Impala. Once again, for folks joining us, this class has a 50-yard max.
Ooh. Can they see the upper? Is that cone behind that gas sign
It
again?
is.
I'm assuming he shot at the upper.
He got it.
We might have another discrepancy here because I don't think the officials can see
He's
the orange
looking.
cone.
He's looking. I saw Scott Parrott look back.
Kevin will have to speak up. No, he must know.
He knows. Yep.
He's got the 12 card up.
Here it comes.
Boom. Okay. No question on that. 480 is what I have Kevin Beach at. That's a big arrow right there for him.
Yes.
He can take the lead unless Jeff matched him on that arrow.
Here comes Jeff Borg.
Jeff
Golden
did not
turkey.
call an upper that I can tell
No.
or that I can see. And he got a
A
12.
12 as well.
So 480.
Wow.
This is a horse race.
Yeah.
Lynn's hitting low. Something has happened to Lynn's sight tape. He's hitting low. He shot 88888
Yeah.
all low.
Yeah.
464. A 5 for Rick. He must have went at that 14. 467. So Lynn and Rick will not make the 6th arrow. Mike shot at the 14.
I think that's just out.
Survey says a 5.
Straight right.
471. Mike still will make the 6th arrow because he's 9 points behind the leaders, but he's not going to be happy going in at first and having a chance at 3rd. But you never know. That's why they shoot these things off. You just never know what's going to happen. There's a good looking bedded buck laying in the grass.
So Darren, one of the things that's interesting to me is, I mean, that it's a big target, but puts that scoring ring low, low, low.
Very low. And when you cover it up with that much grass, I'm using the whole animal. When I'm out there, I want to see the whole animal to try to get detail. You know, it's depth perception. How small does that animal look, you know? And then I'm flipping through these photos in my mind going, that animal at that size is typically like 43 yards. That's what it looks like to me. And that's how some people judge. So when you cover a lot of it up with grass, you don't get to see the whole size. So it's deceptive, you know. So finding the right number for the classes that judge could be more difficult. These guys had no excuse because they had a rangefinder.
So our last chance archery, last chance arrow. I did not see him bring out the boar, so I'm guessing they're shooting at the Stan Impala. Looks like that's going to be our 6th arrow.
I wonder if this, I don't remember shooting in here. We used to shoot on the soccer field in Foley, but they've moved it indoors to this arena here in recent years. I don't know if this fluorescent lighting, maybe they're having trouble seeing pins, or I'm not sure. I said a second ago they didn't have an excuse. I'm not saying they should hit every ring. I don't mean it like that.
Right.
But they had a rangefinder, so they know the distance. That takes a lot. That takes a lot of the variables out of play. Now it's just a matter of, okay, where do I put my pin, and which 12 ring am I going to shoot at? So
we're seeing enough highs and lows that you're wondering what's happening.
That's the point of all my babble right there. Was there's enough arrows going high and low. I wonder what they're seeing or not seeing out there. Glare on the scope, you know, blurred out, starbursted sight pins. It could be a lot of different things.
Here comes Michael. So we should mention Michael Braden took a year off 2 years ago. This is only his second year back.
He actually
competing
retired,
again.
and he missed us so bad that he's back.
We missed him so bad.
That's the true story. He missed us so bad.
Yep.
Here he is. Let's see what he does. I'm going to say 14. Boom. 14.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Bravo, Michael B.
Yes. People in here can applaud.
I guarantee he's going, where was that 3 targets ago? That's what he's thinking right now.
Yes.
All right, Michael. There's a
14.
14.
Good shot, Mike.
There he is. He's like, come on, let me hear it.
485.
Good comeback, Michael.
All right, next up, Jeff Ford, 480 from Church.
All right, now this is our tight race here.
Mhm.
Now, Darren, this.
Did we get bonus ring count? Do we know where they were on bonus rings?
So when we came in,
Oh yeah, we have
Kevin
it right here.
was 17 and Jeff was 15. So there was a 2 different.
Jeff hit 1 bonus ring.
Kevin hit a couple more,
Kevin
didn't
hit
he?
1. Kevin hit 1. So
He just hit one,
Kevin should have 18. Jeff should have 16. So if they tie right here, Kevin will win on bonus ring count, I believe.
Yeah. So Jeff Borg just kicked out the upper. All right, so Darren, what are you doing? You're Jeff Borg. 14, 12?
I'm 12 in it.
Okay.
I'm more comfortable aiming at the 12 in this situation, but you got to hit it, because if he just shoots a 10, Kevin can aim center 10 and win this thing. So he really needs to hit a bonus ring.
Oh, and he called it.
That's really
I
close.
think he got it.
That's really close.
He's fist bumping Kevin.
So now all the pressure flips over to Kevin, because he has to at least 12 it to tie. He did get it.
Oh, he got it.
Kevin has to 12 this thing
here
to
it
win.
comes. Scott Parrott flipping through the cards. 12.
Clutch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Jeff Borg.
All the cards, the tables have been turned now. All the pressure's on Kevin, because he has to 12 to win this thing now. 12 to win or 14 to win.
So, Darren, it was 48 yards. That was the distance when they were shooting, but they've moved them up 5 yards-ish.
5 or 6, yeah. 40, 2 yards-ish?
He is calling upper. Okay. They were all verifying that.
He might be able to see. He might be able to see Jeff's hole in that paint. There's a good angle right there. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be able to see that arrow hole up there by that 12. That might be why he's shooting at that upper. He needs it. Needs a ring.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
What a clutch arrow right there by Kevin Beach. Wow.
Oh, man. Darren.
That was awesome.
Not just to do it, but to do it when you need it.
Yes.
I mean.
And he's just chewing that gum smiling. Yep. Another day at the office.
Oh.
What a good shot.
All right, Jennifer Brooks is going to run out there, and she is going to talk to our winner.
Hey, Kevin. How's it going? Nerve-wracking. You ought to be sitting over here. Yeah, congratulations. Came down right to the end.
Right to the end.
Yeah,
Jeff,
pressure. How'd you
so
feel?
we were together all day today. That's how I thought it was going to finish. So this is awesome. I don't really have the words.
So we got to say you probably thrive on the pressure.
Not normally, no.
Well, you did
Normally, I hate
today.
it.
You did today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, great win there for Kevin Beach. I could be wrong, but that's the first one. I know that's the first one he's won here in Senior Known Pro. I don't know about his history before that, but great win, great shoot down for Kevin Beach. Folks, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Come back with us here at the Foley Event Center for the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. Next up, we are going to kick things off with our Women's Known Pro division. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
it's the last one when we're alive. Call the cops, see if we can. We won't stop, it keeps growing. All of us together, we own it, we own it. Yeah, we're coming alive. Yeah, we're coming alive. This moment's ours tonight. Hearts are beating stronger. This new sound takes us further. Yeah, we're coming alive. All the papers, they're talking about it. People, they know things are changing. Fresh on the scene, yeah, we're taking over. Keep our fires burning. Keep our fires burning. You heard it. Yeah, we're coming alive. Yeah, we're coming alive. This moment's ours tonight. Hearts are beating stronger. This new sound takes us further. Yeah, we're coming alive. Yeah, we're coming alive. Don't you know it? Yeah, we're coming alive. Don't you know it? That's what they said, that's what they. Hearts are beating stronger. This new sound takes us further. Yeah, we're coming alive. This moment's ours tonight. Hearts are beating stronger. This new sound takes.
Good shoot off. They don't have rangefinders, so watch this. Leo has it. There we go. Smoked 12. So, welcome to the big stage.
I felt so good in that Shootdown.
Oh, there we go. Oh, car got donut. That's what you do. 12 for Sharon. He got it. Oh, he got it.
The ASA rolled into Foley, Alabama for the first event of the 2025 season. Archers in the 6 pro classes competed in the freezing woods of the Graham Creek Nature Preserve the past 2 days, and now it's time to head indoors. Who's got what it takes to rise to the top in the pro pressure point shootdowns? Let's find out right now. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am here to kick off the 2025 Delta McKenzie ASA Pro-Am season. Look at this. This is our OA amusement park here in Foley, Alabama. There's the good look at the outside of the Foley Event Center. We are inside there. Just an incredible facility we have here this weekend. You can see folks bundled up, we got hats on and long sleeve shirts, everything. We've had temperatures down in the 30s. It's been a cold weekend there at Graham Creek Nature Preserve. But as I mentioned, this is the Delta McKenzie 2025 Tour, ASA Tour. You can see we're at the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am, Foley, Alabama. Next up, we're headed to Russell County, Alabama for the Shibuya Pro-Am there March 29th. Camp Minden, Louisiana, Easton Hoyt Pro-Am, London, Kentucky, True Ball Pro-Am, Metropolis for the Matthews Pro-Am. We're going to finish up August 2nd with the McKenzie Classic. Welcome everyone to the Competition Archery Media Broadcast booth. I'm PJ Riley. He's Darren Christianberry. Darren, we are super excited for ASA.
We are. We're back. We said earlier that we couldn't believe how short of an off season it is, and 3D season's back, and this wasn't a typical Foley for us. I mean, it was in the 20s and 30s, had long johns yesterday, it heated up today, we're back in t-shirts, now we're indoors in a controlled climate, a little different setting than where we shot qualification, but we've got 4 great shoot-offs headed your way. Looking forward to the action.
Absolutely. And Darren, we should mention, you know, the rust is real.
Yes.
We haven't been shooting 3D for 6 months. Folks have been bow hunting, shooting indoor, things like that. Talk about what it's like to come out here, and now you got to compete.
Yeah, I'm living proof that things may not go so well on the weekend, but you know, I get the best seat in the house for the shoot off. But yeah, you know, to see some of the scores that were shot in the judging classes and in the range finding classes, it's like we never skipped a beat. So a lot of talented archers, big scores, big shoot offs headed your way.
Some folks were able to make it happen this weekend, Darren, that is for sure. But we want to get a sense of what the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am is like. So we talked to Josh Grind, ASA president. He's going to tell us all about this event.
Chest out, arms back, up of the 2025 ASA Delta McKenzie Tour. I'll just do that portion again. We're back.
We're back in Foley, baby. Time to go.
We're back. ASA, we're back.
We're back, baby.
2025 ASA is back.
Yep. There we go. We are in Foley, Alabama for the start of the 2025 Delta McKenzie ASA Pro-Am season. We're here for the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. It's one of our favorite places to come. So Graham Creek Nature Preserve is where we hold all of the shooting from the team shoot through the qualification rounds, and they've got an awesome facility out there with roads and trails, and everything is nice and flat. It's a great place to come and kick off our first event of the year. We like Foley because in Foley we have so much support from the city and the staff here, so even prior to the ASA crew showing up, they've already cleaned lanes for us, they've prepped the trails. This year they added a paved walking trail that goes all the way from the vendor area to the very last range. So this place goes above and beyond with the help they give us in preparation for the event. So the support from the local community here is amazing. And that's not just the city staff that comes out and helps us set up. I've talked to people in restaurants, the city themselves, and they've said when ASA comes to town, it feels like family.
You're welcome.
This industry is very geared towards tourism, especially when a big community or a tournament comes down. It's an opportunity for us to kind of show off what we can do. It's a big community. It's a sense of family.
Good luck to you ASA shooters this weekend.
There's so much to do. There's an amusement park. There's the OWA facility that's got restaurants. They have live music sometimes on the weekends. You know, you can go down to, a lot of people go down to the Gulf Shores and spend an afternoon on the beach after they're done shooting. This place just offers so much to do for families. It's just an all-around, everything is perfect with Foley the way it lays out, and that's why we say it's one of our premier destinations.
Maybe a 12.
I was aiming between the two arrows.
It hit that middle arrow and kicked up, and it may have caught the 12. We'll go see.
This one is a 10, this one is a 12.
Okay.
So this being the first really outdoor event of any kind in the country for archers to participate in, they've been in the monotony of indoor spots. You know, every archer here like, I'm ready to shoot some foam. And so it is, being it's the end of February, you know, there is that opportunity to get outside, shoot a little longer distance. We haven't seen a lot of these people, you know, since last August. So just the excitement to come, not only to shoot your bow, but connect with old friends.
His number's better, and he keeps going behind the target to get the arrow. I said, that's how this works.
Hey, you need to set his sight for him, Rick.
Yeah, he missed setting his sight.
Maybe you can give me his hand.
So as I mentioned, this being the first stop of the Delta McKenzie ASA Pro-Am Tour, and those are our 6 national events that take place all over the country, but that's just part of what ASA does. We also have our federation. We have over 500 clubs in 42 states. We're the largest competitive 3D archery organization in the world, and this also kind of kicks off the year of states having qualifiers and local shoots, preparing for each one of those states to have their championship. So it all comes together as part of ASA, and this Pro-Am is kind of our national showcase. So the 2 new targets, we replace targets every year. We bring in 2 new targets. The 2 new targets for 2025 are the bedded buck, which offers a unique challenge for the archers in the fact that you only have about 3 inches between the bottom of the 10 ring and the ground. So the margin for error is much smaller on that one. And the second target that we're bringing in for 2025 is the Corsican rams. It's just something we haven't had for many years is a ram or a sheep out there, so we're gonna put this out just as a fun target for shooters. We're in the Foley Sports Complex. This is where we'll hold the Pro Pressure Point shoot down on Saturday evening. That's where we bring the 5 top pros from each one of the classes to come out and shoot down for the big prize money.
Talked about it before. Levi has to go for the 14.
Oh, come on.
Does it again.
Come on.
Again. No. In the back pocket for Brady Myers. This is the time to get it. Does he pull off the miracle arrow?
He got it. Oh, he got it.
So the Foley Finals historically have provided some of the most exciting shoot downs that we see throughout the year. There's a lot on the line for these archers. They've been off for 6 months. They're coming back. They want the pride of winning that first one, getting a head start, a jump on the competition for the shooter of the year. There's just a lot that goes into this. The crowd knows that. They come in, they usually pack this place out. And so stay tuned for an exciting shoot down.
Hit the coyote in the head. And then go find a kid to give the target to.
Too easy.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right, Darren. Well, we want to see how ASA scoring works. So we are going to go to the third member of our team, Jennifer Brooks, and she's going to break down ASA scoring for us.
Thanks, PJ. So I'm just going to go over the target and the scoring range real quick for everybody and our viewers. This is the bedded buck. This is a target that's returned to the tour this year. So basically, we have scoring rings, and this scoring ring is a bonus ring. This is a 12. This also is a 12. This is called the upper 12. You have to call this. The lower 12 is always in play. However, if you call the upper 12 and you don't hit it, this would only be a 10. So we have our 10 ring here. We have our 8 ring here inside this line. And anything else on the target is a 5. So one risk reward bonus ring that we have in the shoot-off is the 14 ring. And these shooters are shooting sometimes half a football field long, even longer in the known pro men's class. So I'm just going to compare really quickly. This is a quarter. So if you guys can see that, it's not very big, very challenging. So that's our target scoring. Back to you, PJ.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. Folks, don't go anywhere. We are going to come right back here to the Foley Event Center to kick off our evening with the Women's Known Pro Division. We'll be right back.
Oh, what a shot.
Got it.
Unbelievable.
So Kyle needs an 8 to win.
Oh, he went right at it.
10 or 10, done. This guy is unreal. And he got it. Never played St. Gillingham.
How do you take archery's flagship arrow to a whole new level? Introducing the all-new Easton 5mm FMJ Max. It allows faster speeds to your target and features a seamless AccuCarbon core fused with a precision aluminum jacket overlay, delivering higher energy at impact and increased momentum, making it the ultimate shaft for taking down big game. FMJ Max, the go-to arrow for today's most serious bow hunters. To learn more, visit your Easton dealer now or go to eastonarchery.com. power, penetration, and higher velocity combine to make the new Easton 5.0, an ultra-lightweight, micro-diameter hunting shaft, perfect for bow hunters, engineered on a brand new 5mm AccuCarbon platform. It can be configured to offer maximum speed, or can be built with weight up front for extreme accuracy. Each 5.0 is guaranteed to have virtually perfect consistency. Punch your tag with the industry's most versatile arrow. Experience the all-new Easton 5.0 today.
This bow's packed with new features and technology. Next in the evolution of carbon bows.
I like it, dude.
Shooting IBO speeds of up to 340 feet per second. This bow will reach draw lengths of out to 32 inches.
Right where he said, shut down.
So this bow here is a really good bow to get started. What do you think?
I like it. Three fingers underneath, and you're gonna draw to your aim. Great job.
This limit would be a good step up from what you had. It's gonna be a little bit higher throttle.
Hey, nice shot.
Thanks.
There's he's did.
Oh, yeah, he got it. Oh, yeah.
466. Wow. That's pretty good.
That's why people call him the GOAT right there.
I really feel like this is where I need to be.
Ryan Jeffries, Mr. Ryan Reed, Chris Hacker, Alan Connor, Vinny Barger, and your #1 qualifier from Voorheesville, New York, Jacob Sluzard.
I thought I could hang with these guys, and I wanted to prove that, but winning after 5 tournaments it's a lot.
This year's a little bit different. The first ASA lands before Vegas, and so I think there's quite a few people out here that are probably a little underprepared, myself included. So I kind of just threw stuff together for this ASA, and I'm crossing my fingers that it goes well. But honestly, we're just happy to be back out here on the range with the girls, shooting some foam and having some fun.
All right, Darren Christianberry, women's known pro. There's our leaderboard. Run through it for
Yeah,
us.
Tanya Gillantine at 436, Morgan Ribbs at a 432, Caitlin Bordwell 426, Marissa Harding, I believe her first pro shoot down 424, and Heather Gore, I believe her first pro shoot down at a 420. So this should be a good show.
I'm definitely looking forward to it, Darren, so much that I don't want to wait anymore. We're going to bring out our archers now. Our #5 qualifier with a score of 420 and 13 bonus rings from Grass Valley, California, shooting for Hoyt, Heather Gore. In 4th place with a score of 424 and 14 bonus rings, shooting for Hoyt from Vestal, New York, Marissa Harding. And our #3 qualifier with a score of 426 and 16 bonus rings. From Tully, New York, shooting for Hoyt, Caitlin Bordwell. And our 2nd place qualifier with a score of 432 and 19 bonus rings. Shooting for Elite from Natchez, Mississippi, Morgan Reeves. And our #1 qualifier with a score of 436 and 19 bonus rings. From Stanton, Kentucky, shooting for Hoyt, Tanya Gelentine.
Thank you, PJ. Everyone knows the rules. They want that on the 12. They move their orange cone in front. They're doing right now. We appreciate that.
All right, Darren, here we go.
All right, PJ, you or me?
You.
All right. Let's see. Is Tanya, are you ready yet? All right. Let's start your first 1 minute now.
All right. All right, Darren, there we go. We got our mic situation there. There is a look at Heather Gore. Came to her first ASA this weekend, makes the shoot down.
Found out she's a 3D shooter, didn't she? I like it. Heather shoots a lot of archery.
Yes.
She's active on social media.
Yep.
She's from California, so she's the safari type shooting, the orange dots, redding, things like that. But it prepped her for this, and she found out she's a 3D shooter too. I like it.
Great to see her out there, and we also saw Marissa Harding there, also her first shoot down. But let's get to the scoring. We've got our leader, Tanya Gelentine, on the gas bowstrings mule deer at 44 yards.
Good look over Tanya's shoulder right there. She's got a 10
takes
to start.
a 10.
446 is her new total.
Next up, we have Morgan Reeves.
She's
who
got
won several tournaments last year, just missed Shooter of the Year. In this class, she takes a 10. Yeah.
442. Yeah, Morgan has got some serious game.
Yes.
She had her cone out there shooting an upper. I'd say you're going to see her shoot a lot of uppers. There's a good look at Caitlin Bordwell from New York.
A 12 on that bedded buck. All right.
438 is her new total.
Now we're coming around to Marissa Harding. Her first pro shoot down. She did not call upper, takes a 10.
434. I can't see. Yeah, she's got a cone out, so she did shoot at the upper. And good look at Heather there. Good strong shot. Survey says.
And she got it. Yeah.
Shooting skinnies too.
I was just going to say, Darren, probably one of the only archers that we're going to see indoor shooting those small diameter arrows. We call them skinnies.
We call them skinnies.
Most of the other archers are shooting fatter arrows because you catch more lines, but Heather shoots so much outdoors in windy conditions there in California. Not surprising to see her shooting those arrows.
Probably Easton X10s or Pro Tours or Parallel Pros. Very expensive arrows, designed for outdoor shooting and shooting in the wind.
Yeah. Going to be in that 166 4mm vicinity.
Yeah. There's a good look. I like this split screen here, or picture in picture. Heather on the mule deer on the left, Tanya on the turkey on the right. See if Heather can make a streak of 12s. She's called the upper, so her arrow should be tall on the 10. She got a 10, just left, low left of the upper.
Tanya let down. They get a minute to shoot, so plenty of time. 35 seconds on the clock.
And that turkey's 32 yards away. Heather shot at the mule deer, which was 44 yards away.
Yeah.
I think they both got 10s on that shot.
All right, first up is Heather on the gas bowstrings mule deer. Takes a 10.
Had to make note because the girls did tell me to make sure I made it clear that Heather is actually the ex-sister-in-law of Paige. So
Correct.
They are travel buddies now, and it's her sister outlaw is what she calls her. So she wanted to make note of that.
A 10 for our leader, Tanya Gelentine, on the gold-tip turkey. Coming down to Morgan Reeves on the Schwacker bedded buck. There was a look at Tanya. She didn't like that shot. Morgan Reeves takes a bonus ring with a 12.
Morgan, 454. points difference now between her and the leader.
This is Marissa Harding on the long Stan Impala at 48 yards. Oh, did she call it?
She did call it.
She did.
Good shot, Marissa.
On the longest target out there, Darren. Oh, that was Katie Boardwell. Sorry,
That was Katie?
That was Katie. Marissa is on the HHA Ram.
So Katie went to a 450. 12?
12 for Marissa. So I got it right anyway.
Didn't even have to change my paperwork. That was perfect. Good shooting, ladies.
So yeah, this is known distance, Darren. So they are ranging everything. We're going to see judging later, but that is not this. There you see Marissa immediately goes to her rangefinder.
The open divisions, open means open equipment. They're judging. This is the known divisions of the women's known. We'll see the men's known pro next, and they are using those little battery boxes that tells them exactly how far away these targets are.
Yeah.
Good look at Katie. Her family owns a archery shop in Tully, New York. Very successful.
They do.
Very successful archery shop. I believe Katie, I don't know what the word is, her and her dad raise and train bird dogs.
Yes, they do. Pretty successful at it.
Yes, there's a good look at Morgan. Slide on over and see Tanya.
This is a new camera for us this year, Darren. We're getting called a rail cam right in front of the archers. Get a good look at them from this angle.
I've seen some good camera angles tonight. I like the new perspective.
You can see the crowd in the background there. Pretty good crowd here tonight. In-house.
Tanya just had a baby about 6 months ago.
Yep.
So she's had some adjustments in her archery career, but you talk about an indoor shooter, just an archer in general. Tanya's got some serious game.
For sure. That was a replay of Marissa Harding on that mule deer. And a 12, another one.
Oh, good shot.
Not scared of anything. Coming in her first shoot down.
458. Big smile.
Next up, Heather Gore. Take a 10 on the 32-yard gold tip turkey.
452 for Heather.
What do we got? Our leader, Tanya Galantine, takes a 10 on the Schwacker bitted buck.
Moves her to a 466. Bedded buck's 39 yards. That Impala that we're getting ready to score is at 48. That's 2 yards shy of half a football field.
That is the max. Morgan looks like center 10 there, yep.
Just missed it. 464.
This is Katie Boardwell on the ram.
She did call the upper. It's in the vicinity. We'll see what happens. Good strong shot. Oof. Oh, that's close.
That is close. Let's get the call, Darren, and we'll talk about what we're seeing.
I can't tell. Camera's moving just a little bit. That's super. I think she's going to get that.
Parrott's going through, and
12.
Yeah, got it. So, all right, so Darren doesn't have to break the line, and that line is wide. It just has to touch it.
Yeah, and that foam is pliable. It wasn't as pliable in qualification because it was so stinking cold outside. But in normal temperature, room temperature, this is pliable foam. So when that arrow penetrates the foam, it drags those lines with it, and it will pull the line. Still has to touch to get the higher value, but there is a little variance there. We get one look on camera. The judges at the target get a look at it from all angles. So sometimes you look at the screen and go, "There's no way that was in," but they're looking at all angles to try to call that arrow in. So 12 it is.
Yeah, Scott Parrott and Ken McElwee are our scorers tonight, and they don't want to go either way with that. They want, if the archer got it, they want him to get the points, but if the archer didn't get it, they don't want to give him the points.
All right, we'll start your 1 minute now.
Sometimes it's hard to make a call. I mean, it's a lot of it is
For
opinion.
Sure. Yeah.
There's no other way to have a more clear cut than to look at it, make the best decision you can make, and it is what it is.
It's football, baseball, golf, tennis, you name it. There's line calls.
Marissa is on fire.
Center punch that.
But
she has the cone out.
No, it's behind the gold tip sign. I think she'll get that.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're supposed to put it in front of the
those
sign
signs,
now.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's where she was aiming.
I believe you're right. I mean, to donut it like that, I figured she was aiming there.
Katie did call upper.
And we have an 8.
Oh, she went tall.
Just high.
8. Katie, 470 is what my math says. I'm guessing she did not call upper and smoked that 12. Pretty arrow. Boom.
There's a 12. Yes.
470. She's
here's a 14. Who is this? Heather Gore. Just missed it. Just
5
high.
for Heather.
That's that risk reward, Darren. You miss that one. You know, we consider the 10 to be par.
Yeah.
You go for that 14. You miss it, it's either an 8 or a 5.
Tanya called upper, and
she got it.
She got it.
Yeah.
478. I'm curious to. Morgan's got one like up in the neck of this Grand Ram. Here we go. We got to look at her shot. I don't know what happened.
No. There was a little. Did you see that?
A little flinch.
Little
or something?
flinch. Yep. Just before she released. Her face came off the string there, just a touch.
469. Yeah, she took a little step back right there.
All right.
So Tanya's got an 8-point lead over Caitlin and Marissa, and a 9-point lead over Morgan right now. So she has opened up a pretty good margin. Yeah, there we go.
There's our look.
78 to 70.
So run through, Darren. This is the 5th arrow. What happens from here?
After the 5th arrow, anybody within 10 points of the leader will get to shoot a 6th and potentially final arrow. All ties will be broken by bonus rings. If we have a tie on score and bonus rings, we would continue to shoot. But the 6th arrow should be the final arrow unless we are tied on score and bonus rings. So anybody within 10 points of the leader will set out a different target, or they'll choose a different position to shoot an existing target. We will shoot 6 arrows. Potentially, if Tanya hits another big ring here, she may open up a bigger margin.
She's on the 35-yard HHA Ram, so
I don't advise shooting the 14, but if she hit one, she could close it out. She shot it at 12.
Yeah.
She did call upper.
That's going to be close, Darren.
Yeah, it's really close.
Oh, man.
Just in or just out, about 4 o'clock on that ring.
So there we're talking about when we get to her, she's shooting 23 diameter arrows, so significantly bigger than what Heather's shooting.
Morgan, I believe, was trying to 14 that and shot an 8. So she's going to be at 477. If Tanya shoots a 10, she'll knock Morgan out of that final arrow. Good look at Katie. Super focused right there on that.
So she takes a 10 on that turkey.
Puts her at 480.
Gold tip turkey. Now we got Marissa on the Schwacker. I think that's a 10.
Did not call upper.
Yeah. No.
480.
Okay. She's gonna stay tied with Katie Boardwell.
Heather called upper. See that cone out there in front of that stand release sign? That means she called upper.
Just over
She
it.
went over the top for an 8. 4, 6, 5. There's a good look at Tanya.
Vegas champ. She's just won many tournaments in archery.
Oh my lands.
Another one. Darren.
We've seen some really close arrows. That looked like my day yesterday, but I didn't get any of them.
And there it is. Scott
12.
Parrott. 12.
490.
All right.
I'll see if I can get Scott to call a couple of my arrows at the next tournament there.
So, I mean, it's going to be just Katie and Marissa and they're exactly 10 points behind the leader.
Yeah.
We're going to have Morgan Reeves finish in 4th place. Heather Gore is going to finish in 5th place. Hey, congratulations to them, because this is a stout class of archers.
It is.
You know, as we mentioned, Heather's sister outlaw, Paige Pierce,
Yes.
she's not even in here, but she competed this weekend, one of the best archers in the world.
Yes.
So this is a competitive class.
Yeah, and Paige, I mean, we just finished indoor nationals. We did a
For
World
sure.
Cup last week. They just, you know, traveled down here and try to get some good marks and get ready for the 3D game. We're going to go, you know, a week from Monday, we're flying to Vegas for the Vegas tournament. So a lot going on right now. When you get Paige a little bit of time to get prepared and everybody else to really focus on one discipline, you're going to see some familiar faces out there again and some really big scores shot. Tanya should be feeling a pretty good sense of security right now with a 10-point lead. That's an ideal position going into the 6th arrow, having a 10-point margin.
It's, nothing is for sure, Aaron, because we got to shoot the arrow.
Got to shoot them. But if you could write it on paper what your perfect scenario would be, it'd be like, okay, we're going to the 6th arrow. I'd like to have a 10-point lead. Voila, here we are.
And we should mention, hey, this is the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am, and our 3 archers left here, all Hoyt shooters. Congratulations to them.
I went down VIP row over there. Steve Anderson, Brian Gold, Zach Kurtzall, president of Hoyt. I all gave him a nice little shoulder rub over us at VIP row right there in front. So, yeah, this tournament brought all the big guns out.
All right, Darren, so we have our 6th arrow is called our Last Chance Archery, Last Chance Arrow. They have a 6th target, but I see our judges have chosen to just go with one of our existing targets and kind of change the angle and move the cone. They're shooting at the ram, the HHA ram, and kind of have them shooting all the way from in front of the number 1 box. So they're really shooting cat-a-corner here.
It's probably still a 30-ish some yard target.
It was 35. It's probably,
33-ish
in there.
Something, we don't know for sure, but not too tough of a shot.
Yep.
Marissa and Caitlin have nothing to lose other than 1 spot on the podium. A bonus ring would put some pressure on Caitlin to have to either match it or try to 14 to beat her, leapfrog her.
Marissa first shoot down. She's guaranteed a podium.
Yep.
No matter what happens.
Oh, she got it. That was priceless. Her face was like, oh my gosh.
I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's what we like to see.
What a great arrow.
There it is, 14.
Congratulations, Marissa. That's a great shoot-off.
She did seem, she came to anchor.
That was so good.
Crowd loves the replay.
So good. So Katie really has no choice. I don't know where we were at on bonus rings. Let me see if I can do some quick math here. Caitlin had 16. Marissa had 14.
They both hit.
They both
several.
hit. So Katie is going to have to shoot a 14 to probably try to take second away from Marissa. Anything but a 14, she's going to take third regardless.
Yeah. Just over it.
Good strong shot.
Yep. Good try, Katie. Just missed it.
Third place is not bad.
No.
So let's see.
8.
Marissa at 94. Caitlin at 88. So Tanya needs 5 points to win this tournament.
Hit the target somewhere, and you win.
She just tossed the cone out there about 2 or 3 yards in front of her.
Her husband Braden is in the background here somewhere, just saying, aim center 10.
Yeah.
Mike Tyrell likes to try to goad them into things, but
she's good enough, and she knows the distance. She could probably shoot the 14 with very little chance of anything bad happening, but I bet she's going to shoot a 12 or a 10 here and call it good. Yep.
Got it.
Upper 12.
Got it.
Good shot, Tanya.
Tanya Galantine is our champion. And our Jennifer Brooks is going to talk to our winner here as soon as Tanya turns around. She doesn't know Jen's back there. We got to pose for pictures first, since it's an all Hoyt sweep.
Yeah.
So we got to pose that. There we go.
Hoyt Easton ASA Pro-Am. We got to get that Hoyt plug in there. That's awesome. Sweep for the ladies.
Yep. All right, now here's Jen.
Tanya, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Nice shooting.
Yeah.
So, Vegas champion, obviously. How does this compare to Vegas for you?
I mean, every win, you know, feels just the same. And that's why we all do it, because it's just the best feeling ever.
Well, you exude these wins with such confidence. Calm, cool, and collected. And you've always been that way. I've shot with you before and always impressed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you, PJ.
All right, Darren, congratulations to Tanya Galantine. She is our 2025 Hoyt Easton Pro-Am champ here. Folks, don't go anywhere. We are going to be right back here at the Foley Event Center. Known Pro is up next.
As the most trusted name in releases, Scott Archery has been proudly made in America for over 40 years. High-quality materials, target-inspired design, and tight tolerances allows you to release with confidence with Scott Archery.
The HHA bow is in our blood. At the moment of truth, there are no shortcuts, no excuses. It's just you and your bow. So when we build a sight for these moments that take your breath away. For the past 40 years, we've been setting the tempo for bow sights in the hunting industry, and this year we did it yet again. New for 2025, the Nitrix from HHA.
In the past 20 years, LCA has been a game changer.
We did a lot of different styles than we did even 5 years ago.
They're archery people. They make products that we actually need, and it's not a bunch of fluff and trash. Sounds cool, but you don't really need.
The innovation of Last Chance Archery products has been incredible. Everything that a pro shop owner or just competitor series bow hunter would want, Last Chance Archery has been there for them.
What does it mean to be unrivaled? To be unrivaled isn't about winning a trophy. It's about putting in the hours that nobody else sees. To be unrivaled isn't just a choice, it's a lifestyle. It's to push yourself to be your best day in and day out. gas bowstrings. Be unrivaled.
Made of high-grade machined aluminum for added durability. Premier features designed to fit to any manufactured bow and installs easily. Fortifying the CBE advantage, a custom feel that you can count on. Enjoy calculated precision. We're not just a sight company. We're CBE, custom bow equipment.
Born in Clay City, Kentucky, we are manufactured, assembled, and shipped from the same place. We build equipment that lasts, season after season. From the final arrow to secure a national win, or up a tree stand on a buck of a lifetime. When you shoot a B3, you won't just be shooting history, you'll be making it.
As the most trusted name in releases, Scott Archery has been proudly made in America for over 40 years. High-quality materials, target-inspired design, and tight tolerances allows you to release with confidence with Scott Archery.
Yeah, I mean, our class goes to 60 yards this year, so that should make things a little interesting, but, you know, it's good to be back outside.
As far as expectations and feeling like I'm going to dominate this tournament, not going to happen.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Foley Event Center here for the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. And known pro is our division that's up next. Darren Christianberry, there's our standings. Run them through for us.
Yeah, doing a little quick math there. Dane Johnson, 448 with 25 bonus rings. That means he only left the 10 one time on the weekend at a max distance of 60. That's pretty good shooting. Jimmy Lutz, 442 in second. Christopher Perkins, 438 in third. Kevin Dukes, 432 in fourth. And Levi Reitzma in fifth at 430.
All right, Darren, this one is always a horse race. Bonus rings, everybody's going to be gunning for them, so we want to bring these archers out. All right, our fifth place qualifier with a score of 430 and 22 bonus rings. From Middleville, Michigan, shooting for Matthews, Levi Reitzma. And our fourth place qualifier with a score of 432 and 18 bonus rings. From Ocala, Florida, shooting for Matthews, Kevin Dukes. Our number three qualifier with a score of 438 and 22 bonus rings. From Athens, Ontario, Canada, shooting for Matthews, Christopher Perkins. And our number two qualifier with a score of 442 and 25 bonus rings. From Yankton, South Dakota, shooting for Matthews, James Lutz. And our number one qualifier with a score of 448 and 25 bonus rings. From Leota, Indiana, shooting for Matthews, Dane Johnson. All right, Darren, so as we mentioned, 60 yards.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead if you're a gambling man, Levi, PJ. I don't know why I was gambling on Levi. If you're a gambling man, I'm going to bet a Matthews wins this division. What do you say?
That's I'm not taking that bet, Darren.
5 Matthews in the top 5 in the Open Pro. Matthews sweep for this class. Bravo, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, 60 yards, that's new this year for this division because the scores were so tight and so consistently high.
Yeah.
We had to do something to just break it up.
And they've done it. You know, the cream still rises to the top.
For
There's
sure.
some familiar faces out there. As these guys get used to these distances, you're going to see, you know, some other shooters in the mix. But, man, we've got some top-notch shooters out there right now.
Yeah, and you know,
this guy right here has been on fire this year.
Absolutely. Our NFA indoor champ went for a 14. That was
Jimmy.
That was Jimmy. Oh,
He
yeah.
smoked it.
All right, so.
No fear.
The mule deer we did not change, our gas bowstrings mule deer. It is still at 44 yards. We did move some targets from our last division.
10 for Dane.
So we have a 10 for Dane.
4, 5, 8. This is going to change fast and furiously, I think.
Yep. The turkey, the gold tip turkey, that also did not move. 32 yards. Jimmy Lutz, of course,
dead center 14.
Smashed the 14. No surprise there.
456. He came in 6 points behind the leader. He is now 2 points behind the leader.
All right, Darren, here we go. Now we're going to take a long walk to the Schwacker bedded buck, 58 yards.
I call him CP.
For Christopher Perkins. 58 yards. He called upper, and he hit
a 12.
Darren.
Yes.
58 yards.
400.
Hit the upper.
Jennifer Brooks showed you folks just a minute ago that 12-14 ring's just a little bit bigger than a quarter, about the size of a 50-cent piece. He just hit it at 58 yards.
58 yards, and he can't see it that well.
Take
It's
that-
the same
his-
color
yeah.
as everything around
His
it.
pin covered it. There's an 8
Wow.
for Kevin, puts him at 440. So yes, that is a fantastic shot, Mr. Perkins.
Our last archer is Levi Reitzma, takes a 10 on the HHA Ram, which we have moved to 52 yards.
Puts him at 440. Yeah, Perkins was 10 points behind the leader. Wow. He's now 8 points behind the leader and 6 points out of second, just after the first arrow. We'll see some moving and shaking here.
Yep.
Good look at Jimmy. Jimmy's been on fire. He just won indoor nationals last weekend in Chicago, the NFA indoor nationals. He finished second at Lancaster. He sheepishly predicted this might be his year for Vegas, and as good as he's shooting,
Okay.
I couldn't see not betting on him.
So he switched, Darren, to that index finger release, and boy, is it agreeing with him.
I watched I didn't see the shoot-off live at Lancaster, but I watched the replay, and Jimmy looks super comfortable shooting that index finger.
Yep.
Here's the split screen with Levi and Dane. Levi on the left, Dane on the right.
A 14. Levi got it.
Yep, and an upper 12 for Dane. They both hit him.
2 targets, 2 bonus rings.
I love it because to hit that at that distance on a target you can't hardly see, it's not an easy task. So good.
Here we go. 14.
So
Dane
good.
Johnson. Yeah, so when the camera comes in, Darren, you can see those rings plainly. But you back up 44 yards, and
can't see
it's
'em.
not. Dane's probably young enough he can see it with his lens.
That was
but-
Levi with that 14.
Or Levi, excuse me.
Yeah.
This is Dane.
Dane
He
got
went for the upper 12.
Yeah, he's at 470 now.
Now we have, no, this is going to be Jimmy Lutz.
Jimmy.
On the long.
On the bedded.
Schwacker bedded buck.
We're going to get 5 chances at this deer. 5 chances. How many are going to hit a bonus ring?
Wow, that is so close. Look at the crack, Darren. That adds a layer of complexity.
I'm not sure with that. That was a real brief look at that.
Yeah.
It's either just in or just out.
I think that's, my bet is he's going to call it out.
It looks a hair wide.
Yep.
10.
Just out.
466.
And he was upset. A 10 on the 50-yard. He missed by
it.
millimeters.
Yeah, missed it by, I don't know.
10, Chris. Who's from the 460.
Mr. Perkins, I don't know what he got. There's a good look at
right.
Kevin Dukes.
Yep, I missed. There's Kevin Dukes on the Ram.
And another 8. Another 8. Interesting.
All right, we're going to go to Jennifer Brooks now.
Hey everybody, we are here with, what's your name?
Wendell.
Wendell. Where are you from, Wendell?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Nathan Brooks calls that the promised land.
Does he?
His dad said when he moved to Arkansas, the IQ went up in both states. Hey, who are you rooting for out here to win?
I have no idea.
Come on, Wendell, tell me somebody. Is it your first shoot down you've ever been to?
No.
I've seen you up here rooting for these guys. Pick one. Tell me one.
Dane.
Dane Johnson. Back to you, PJ.
All right, Dane Johnson's got a supporter in the crowd there.
Indiana boy, Dane Johnson.
Yes. All right, there's our leaderboard, Darren.
Yes.
4 points. Dane Johnson over Jamie Lutz. He has James Lutz. I have trouble calling him that. We all call him Jimmy.
I call him Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Christopher Perkins, I call him Chris.
Chris.
You know, but it's Christopher, yeah.
It is.
Well, I call him CP, so.
There's a look behind Kevin Dukes, I believe, on that mule deer, the gas bowstrings mule deer. Oh, just wide
missed that 12. There's Dane, good 10.
Got a 10. That's that 58-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that all day.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. All right, here we go. Kevin Dukes, gas bowstrings mule deer.
Taking a 10.
It's going to be a 10.
458. Yep, 458. This arrow's high in this turkey, so I'm going to say he shot at the 14.
This is Levi Reitzma on the gold tip turkey.
He got it.
Got it. Levi.
460.
Yes.
That helps.
All right, Dane Johnson on our longest, the 58-yard Schwacker bedded buck. I have a problem saying that, Darren. 58.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a few steps away from the shooting line.
We need our judges and our cameraman to, pick up the pace a little bit.
We need a segue. They need to write a segue out there. Zoom.
A segue.
Yeah, I think we could implement that in the next shoot off, a little segue.
All right, this is Jimmy Lutz.
Called the upper. Man, we've had some really close arrow calls.
So close.
Back
Jimmy,
to
give
back
a
for
couple
him.
clicks left, man.
It's got that line distorted there. I'm going to say
that one's closer than the other one.
It's got it bent out of its normal shape, so it might touch that arrow.
Yep, there he goes. All right. I would still tell Jimmy 2 clicks left.
Yep. He jumped back in within 2 points of Dane on that arrow.
And Chris Perkins on the rim. Oh, an 8. Oh, he didn't like that shot.
468. That's what stinks about that. He gave the bonus ring on the 58-yarder, which he gained points on the whole field.
Yeah.
And he just gave it back right there on a 52-yarder. So I know that one hurts.
Yeah. He's coming around. He put the cone out, but if Christopher Perkins, well, he might want to protect that podium, but at some point he's going to go 14.
I think this is his shot. If he gets this one and the turkey,
yeah,
he is in good shape.
It is. We should mention, Darren, especially on these deer, on that mule deer, the 14 ring is actually a little bit bigger than the 12.
Yep. And you can see the color difference in the rear of the target. It's a 3-piece target. You have the rear, the midsection, scoring section, and the head.
Yeah.
So if he can say, okay, it's 2 inches right of the color, getting his left and right will be really easy.
Yeah.
And finding the height down from the back. So I don't think the 14 is hard to aim at on that mule deer, and you might see Chris go after it. There's Dane and Jimmy in this shot. Dane turned into a mountain of a man. He's a big boy.
He sure is.
Known him for years.
Yeah, he's got several wins here in the known pro class through the years.
12s
upper
after 12s
center
after
punched
12s, and Chris did go at that 14 over there.
Yeah.
It looks a hair right to me. I can't tell from here where we're sitting. And it is, oh man.
Come on. I think that one
That's
might
going to
be
be just
out.
wide. I think he just missed that one by a
Scott's
hair.
going to give it every look, but no, Christopher's shaking his head.
Yeah.
I think he's right.
Eight points.
Oh, 8. Just missed.
That's our tournament director, Scott Parrott, and Ken McElroy.
That's a 6-point swing from a 14 to an 8, and that just devastates you.
Yeah.
You know, and he shot 8 on the last target, so he's dropped 8 and 2, and it's so hard to come back from that.
All right, Scott.
14.
Yeah, got it.
Kevin Dukes.
Kevin Dukes. All right.
472
There
is
you
what
go.
I've got him at.
Next up.
Now here comes our.
There's a good look at Levi. Levi's a past indoor national champion, so
Yeah.
he can flat shoot a bow. Young man from Michigan.
And he takes.
Just outside that big
helped
ring.
Christopher.
An 8 for Levi. 476. Puts him tied with Chris.
Yeah.
Dane was at a 480. I believe he 12 this target. That'll take him to 92. For certain now. 492.
Closing in, Darren, that this might only be a 2-person 6th arrow.
Oh, wow. 12 for Jimmy. 490. These guys are battling.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
No.
right now it's a 2-man race for the win.
Yeah.
The other 3 are fighting
And
for
so-
third place.
I believe. Oh.
Levi 476, and Kevin Dukes is at 472.
Yeah.
So barring really unforeseen.
All right, Darren, if you've been keeping track between Christopher and Levi, who's got more bonus rings? They were tied coming in.
Oh, Christopher and
take
Levi.
third?
So 1, 2, 2 for Levi. That put him at 24. And 1, 2. They're tied.
Okay.
24 apiece by my math, if I'm right.
All right, so somebody needs a bonus ring here.
Might have a shoot-off for third.
That could be.
Potentially.
Yeah.
We might get some bonus coverage here. So 23 for Chris, 24. I believe that's right. I believe Chris has 23 and Levi has 24.
We're
Correction on
correcting.
my math.
Correcting. Levi has an edge on bonus rings for third place.
Ooh, Dane just
But
shot
let's
an
see.
8, I think. That will really make a change. What'd Jimmy do? Oh, Jimmy went at
That's
the
high.
14. Holy smokes.
That's high.
Yes. I
don't
would have
think
never
he hit
dreamt
it.
he'd done that.
No. A 5. Ouch, that was the worst place to
So
shoot
Jimmy,
that.
495. Wow.
Christopher is shaking his head. I think he must have gone for a 14 and missed.
He shot a
Ouch.
5.
Just
4.
shot himself out of the podium.
81.
Darn it. Kevin Dukes.
He's smiling on the outside, but he's not happy with
No.
What'd Kevin shoot at? Oh, he shot the 14 and got it.
58 yards. Are you kidding me?
486.
Darren. Oh, no. Did he just shoot himself into third place?
He might have, depending on what Levi did.
Yeah, I guess Levi, 10.
Levi has more bonus rings, so they're tied, but Levi has more bonus rings.
Wow.
486.
Wow. Kevin did everything he could there at the end.
So Dane with an 8, I think. We'll see here officially in a second. Yes. Puts him at 500. So now he's got a 5-point lead over Jimmy Lutz. And I believe Levi gets third by bonus ring.
Correct.
All unofficial, because my math is a little sketchy at times.
There it is. Christopher Perkins is going to finish 5th.
Yep.
Kevin Dukes is going to finish 4th. Levi Reitzma is going to finish 3rd.
Yep.
And our last chance archery, last chance arrow is just going to be between Dane Johnson and Jimmy Lutz.
You can see they're setting that Russian boar out there.
So we are bringing out the extra target.
Pretty good distance too, depending on where they tell them to shoot from.
I mean, it's past the Impala, which was 48. You know, from the same shooting line, he might move them up, but it's probably in the 50-yard range.
Yeah, if they stay at the original shooting line, it's going to be a little poke. What a flip-flop on arrow number 5. Dane shoots an 8, and you can see he's looking at his sight going, what in the world? And then we look up at the mule deer, and Jimmy went for the 14.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him. I mean, he's trying to take the lead going into the final arrow, but that's a 9-point swing, 14 to a 5, and that's just huge. So now we're down to 2.
Down to 2. Levi Reitzma will finish on the podium in 3rd place. Congratulations to him. Yep, Scott Parrott's moving them up 4 or 5 yards. And I'm going to guess it was 50 to 52, somewhere in there.
I think
so. Now we're 45 to 50.
Maybe we just mix it up a little bit and make them judge it.
Hey,
what do
I
you
like
think of that?
I like that. For the 6th arrow, you got to judge it.
You got to judge it. No rangefinder allowed. I don't think many people go for that.
No. We're not out there, so it's easy for us to say do it.
I know. I would have liked to have had a rangefinder this weekend because my one in between my ears was not working very well.
All right, here's Jimmy. He's called the upper, but I would bet everything.
Shoot the 14.
Yes. That's kind of what he's going to do.
Good look with that in picture right there.
Yep. Got it.
Smoked it.
Boom. He's saying, where was that the last one?
Yep. So that moves him to a 509. Dane needs a 10.
10. Dane just took a big, deep breath.
Yep.
He's a new dad last year, I believe.
Dane has been shooting some fantastic indoor tournaments this year.
He has.
He's holding the bow really good. He's executing really good. This 10 ring's a pretty big ring for him to hit at this distance, so I'm pretty confident this big fella can get the job done right here.
Center 10.
Boom.
There you go.
Got
it done.
Bravo, Dane.
All right. Here comes Jen Brooks. She's going to talk to Dane.
Can I hug you right now? Lots of emotion. A great weekend. Congratulations. Give me the most 100% emotion right now, the top one.
Finally. I just felt like all year I've just been so close, and I mean, even last year I've gotten second in Louisiana and third in Fort Moore, Fort Benning, whatever. I felt like I've been so close past at least last year, especially throughout this year. I mean, all the indoor shoot-offs and stuff, but I can't even talk. I'm so excited. I can't thank everybody, all my supporters, my family back home, my daughter.
Brings it to a whole new level, right? Great shooting this weekend. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Big hand there for Dane Johnson, our known pro champion 2025 Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. Congratulations to him. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're putting the rangefinders away. It's going to be our Women's Open. We'll be right back here in Foley, Alabama.
In a very short amount of time, TAC Vanes has really dominated the tournament world as far as 3D goes and excelled in hunting. We've made the quietest, most stiff, accurate vane in the industry. We're very proud of what we've done. We make all kinds of different sizes, profiles for any application. And if you want to check those out, go to tacvanes.com.
Oh, what a shot.
Got it.
Unbelievable. So Kyle needs an 8 to win. 8 to win.
Oh, he went right at it.
Enter 10, done. This guy is unreal. That's it. And he got it. Never played safe killing that.
How do you take archery's flagship arrow to a whole new level? Introducing the all-new Easton 5mm FMJ Max. It allows faster speeds to your target and features a seamless AccuCarbon core fused with a precision aluminum jacket overlay, delivering higher energy at impact and increased momentum, making it the ultimate shaft for taking down big game. FMJ Max, the go-to arrow for today's most serious bow hunters. To learn more, visit your Easton dealer now or go to eastonarchery.com.
This bow's packed with new features and technology. Next in the evolution of carbon bows. I like it too. Shooting IBO speeds of up to 340 feet per second. This bow will reach draw lengths of out to 32 inches.
Right where he said shut down.
There's he's did.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got it.
He got it.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
466. Wow. That's pretty
That's
good.
why people call him the GOAT right
Yeah.
there.
I really feel like this is where I need to be.
Born in Clay City, Kentucky, we are manufactured, assembled, and shipped from the same place. We build equipment that lasts, season after season. From the final arrow to secure a national win, or up a tree stand on a buck of a lifetime. When you shoot a B3, you won't just be shooting history, you'll be making it.
What does it mean to be unrivaled? To be unrivaled isn't about winning a trophy. It's about putting in the hours that nobody else sees. To be unrivaled isn't just a choice, it's a lifestyle. It's to push yourself to be your best day in and day out. Gas Bowstrings.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the 2025 Hoyt Easton Pro-Am here in Foley, Alabama. We are in the Foley Event Center for our finals. Darren Christianberry, what we are waiting for now is our next classes are Women's Pro and Open Pro. So when we bring them out, we've moved all the targets. We want folks at home to know that. We had our known distance shooters before. We have moved all the targets. So now we're going to bring out our archers, and they're going to get several minutes to judge. Run through what they're doing.
Yeah, they're going to have a note card. They're going to come out, and maybe they start on their favorite target. Maybe they start on the target they feel like they judge the best. They're going to come out, and they're going to spend a few minutes looking at each target, finding out their shooting order. They're going to write down their guesstimate on what they think the distance is on these targets. Then when we start scoring and they shoot their first arrow, they're going to know, do I have it right? Do I need to make adjustments? Am I judging everything hot? Am I judging everything short? So they have a very brief time, 10 minutes to judge them, and then they have to make adjustments on the fly to make sure they're getting the most points possible.
All right, Darren. Well, before we get into that, and while they're out there judging, we've got a little time. They're still moving some targets. So this is our first tournament of the year. 2024 was finished, and we thought, hey, let's take a look back at the top highlights from the 2024 season. So we picked our top 5 moments from 2024. Let's check them out. Jimmy Lutz had to shoot out of his mind today. He was not on the leaderboard yesterday.
Yeah.
The known pro finals at the True Ball Pro-Am in London, Kentucky produced the most 14s we've ever seen in an ASA Shootdown.
All right. Good
Curtis
shot,
gets
Curtis.
the 14s.
Good arrow by Curtis and Preston. Ooh,
Oh,
smoke.
49-yard coyotes, inside out. 28 total arrows shot in the finals by Kyle Douglas, Preston Roberson, Curtis Broadnax, Remington Boyer, and Jimmy Lutz. 15 found the 14.
That's Remington.
Gets it. It was exactly the kind of aggressive shooting we expect to see every time in the known pro shootdown. But in London, the 5 finalists took things to a new level.
Yeah, take the hat off.
They hit 13 14s in regulation ahead of the 6th arrow.
And
He's got it.
Which only Broadnax, Boyer, and Lutz qualified to shoot.
Yep,
Got it.
smoked it.
Got it. Come on.
Mike's booing the 12, and we're down to the podium.
Sitting in 3rd, Broadnax took the first shot
There's thousands of dollars on the line here.
and hit a 14.
Oh, that's so close.
Maybe. It's got it.
There it is, 14.
It's got it.
Darren, that was a good
That was, yes.
depiction of pulling the line.
Yes, yeah.
If Boyer wanted to stay in 2nd place, he then needed a 14, which he center punched.
Piped it.
All right.
Lutz only needed a 12 to take the title. He stepped up, drew back, took his signature fast aim, and crushed the upper 12 to notch his first win of the 2024 season.
He hasn't reacted yet. There's his wife, Danelle.
Wow. That's such a hard thing to do is fight those guys off.
Pressure.
The Women's Pro Finals at the ASA Classic in Coleman, Alabama saw Emily McCarthy start the round atop the leaderboard with a 2-point lead over Erin McGlattery.
And just off for a 10, I believe, but... Oh, 12.
There we go.
Survey says.
Emily shot a clean round in regulation, keeping all 5 of her arrows inside the 10 ring.
Erin got a 12.
But McGlattery was running in a higher gear, hitting 4 12s and a 10 to take a 4-point lead over Emily into the 6th arrow.
12 for Erin McGlattery. Wow.
29. Good
Look
shot,
at that
Erin.
stone face there. So, did she get another one?
Man, she's off. 451.
How many 12s is that for her?
3, I think.
3?
3 or 4.
Man.
Emily's going to shoot 2nd, and Erin's going to get the final shot to see what she needs to do to win this thing.
14.
would force Erin to shoot a 12.
She has to.
With that final arrow, Emily shot an 8, which meant McGladdery only had to hit the target to take her second win of 2024, but her first ever at the ASA Classic.
Upper 12. She didn't call it, but that's
Erin's
good.
last arrow hit the 10, and the emotions took over. It's fair to say 2024 was the breakout year in ASA for women's known pro Morgan Reeves. Ahead of the finals at the Classic, Reeves learned she was edged out of Shooter of the Year by only 3 points by Paige Pierce, and she was seated third for the Shootdown, 4 points behind the co-leaders.
Center 10. These ladies currently have a rangefinder. They know the distance, but in this wind, still makes those rings tough to hit.
I tell you, the competition in this class has risen.
Morgan played it cool through her first 4 arrows, shooting all 10s and slipping to 8 points off the leader.
Oh, I hear cheers.
Points.
2 14s with her final 2 arrows, combined with 8s by the ladies ahead of her, lifted Reeves to her third win of 2024.
I think she donutted.
That's what you do.
How about that?
Won by bonus rings.
Jacob Slusars just shot unreal all weekend. He said the numbers were just popping into his head.
Open Pro Jacob Slusars had only ever won 1 ASA ahead of Metropolis 2024. Coincidentally, that lone win came at Metropolis in 2022.
Smashes it right off the start.
14. Of course.
At the Matthews Pro-Am last year, Slusars put together 2 stellar rounds in qualification to take an 8-point lead over the next closest competitor into the finals.
Jacob with a great shot on that turkey.
Slusar shot a clean round in the finals, but lurking behind him was 13-time ASA Shooter of the Year Levi Morgan.
He got the 12, yeah.
Nice.
No one is more dangerous in an ASA finals than Levi Morgan trying to make up ground.
Got it.
Come on.
He's going to put the hammer.
He's got to have ice in his veins. He has to.
He's done this so many times.
Oh, I think he was high.
Yeah, he did. Look at that.
Inside out.
Ultra Arrow. Smoked.
With his 6th arrow, Levi smashed a 14, which meant Slusars needed at least a 12 to take his second ever win in this ultra-competitive class.
Oh, that's got to be top of it. He got to be top of it. He got it.
Crowd says he's got it.
Crowd says he got it.
I didn't expect any less.
That's Jacob needs a 12.
Your dominant performer.
The whole field went silent as Slusars drew his bow, took careful aim, and broke a clean shot with his arrow clipping the lower 12. It was one of the most clutch shots we saw all year.
What a shoot-off. 12. What a shoot-off.
Dave, that's as good as it gets.
Absolutely.
I don't know how you make it any better than that.
Senior pro Darren Christianberry is a fan favorite across the spectrum in ASA. He's fun, he's always smiling, and he never shies away from helping a fellow archer out however and whenever he can. No one loves being competitive more than Christianberry, but he'd been struggling for years heading into 2024. It had been 10 years since he last climbed to the top of an ASA podium. He nearly quit the game altogether and only kept going after switching from shooting right-handed all his life to being a lefty.
Oh yeah, donut. Oh yeah.
When he posted the Senior Pro Division's best score of the weekend on the second day at Metropolis, he headed into the finals as the number 2 seed. A rare miss in the shootdown by multi-time champ Jeff Hopkins.
I think he missed.
I think he totally missed it. You're right.
He's shaking his head. He didn't like what he did.
Opened the door for Lefty to seal the deal and take the most inspirational win of 2024.
No, I heard phone.
Yeah, that's all we needed.
ASA champion. How does that feel?
Oh my gosh, I've been working so hard for this. It means so much to me. I put in a ton of time, and because of Nathan. And
we just talked about
You done the work, buddy. You done the work.
God, it feels good. I made so many changes from London, like shooting a totally opposite bow, different cams, or different mods, I mean, different peep, clarifier, different lens, a launcher rest from a fall away, changed my stabilizer setup, and my practice was awesome. And I told Nathan, I said, I got a new game plan this weekend, and I'm going to see it through, target 1 through target 40. And holy crap, here I am.
It was definitely a great day, Darren. I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm sure you enjoyed it even more.
I did, and I actually watched that back a couple times because I was like, man, it felt so good because, you know, whole career as a righty.
Yeah.
And then change to lefty, and you're thinking, do I really want to take the time it takes to be competitive again?
Yeah.
And then after I did it for a few weeks, it was like it became my drug. I had to do it, and I was like getting better and seeing some progress. And then it just, like I said, I became addicted to it. So great memories. I'll cherish that forever. So much fun. I love being out here.
It was great to kind of follow your journey along the way, because I watched it, and every time I saw you, you were like, I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I'm getting better. It was like positive, you know?
Yeah, no, it's been a fun journey, and I hope that's not the last win, but we'll see what happens.
All right, right now we're going to go in the woods to see how our women's pro division looked this weekend during qualification.
Going indoors, it's going to be interesting to see how fast my release fires after being out in these cold temps. So it obviously brings challenges for everybody, but we all have to shoot in it, and hopefully it warms up.
All right, Darren Christianberry, as we mentioned, women's pro, unknown distance. There's our leaderboard. Run through it for us.
Yeah, Kaylee Pettifer with a 4:14, a big score to come out of the gate this year. Cara Kelly, no stranger to these shoot-offs at a 4:09. Emily McCarthy always in the mix at a 3:97. Mackenzie Keegan used to be Mackenzie Bergman. She's now married, so new last name with a 3:96. And no stranger to these shoot-offs. Sharon Wallace at a 3:95 in fifth.
Yeah, so Darren, 4:14 there for Kaylee Pettifer. That's a monster score.
That's a big score. I mean, it's anything double digits above even par judging is really, really good. And for the ladies to post a 4:14, that's a super strong start for the season.
All right, we want to get to the action, so we are going to bring out our archers. All right, our women's pro division. Our 5th place qualifier with a score of 395 and 9 bonus rings. From Townville, South Carolina, shooting for Matthews, Sharon Wallace. And our 4th place qualifier with a score of 396 and 6 bonus rings. From Uniontown, Pennsylvania, shooting for Matthews, Mackenzie Keegan. Our 3rd place qualifier with a score of 397 and 7 bonus rings. From Wazeeka, Wisconsin, shooting for Matthews, Emily McCarthy. And our number 2 qualifier with a score of 409 and 11 bonus rings. From Lapeer, Michigan, shooting for Matthews, Cara Kelly. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 414 and 12 bonus rings. From Dublin, Georgia, shooting for Matthews, Kaylee Pettifer. All right, Darren, so I'm going to now make the bet with you.
Yeah, you want to gamble again?
A Matthews shooter wins this tournament, this division.
I'll make a bet that they sweep the podium. I'll one-up you on that one. How's that? They've had a great showing this weekend. A lot of black and yellow jerseys out there.
All right, so Darren, so Cara Kelly at 409, Kaylee Pettifer at 414. Those are our only archers above 400. We consider 400 par.
Yeah. Yeah, if you shot 40 10s for the weekend, you'd have 400 points. So hitting bonus rings allows you an opportunity to get above par, which the 409, the 414 comes into play. But being Cara has a crooked number on there, 409 means she shot a 5. So, you know, if she turns that 5 into a 10, she's tied at 414 with Kaylee. So one arrow can make a huge difference, and you'll see it here in these shoot-offs. Every arrow matters.
Here's Emily. I always say Emily becomes a different beast in these finals. There you go.
There you go. She's got such a strong shot. She's from Wisconsin. She's not shot a lot unless she came to the South early. But
nope, she did not.
She's a skilled archer. She can judge good. She's got a good, strong shot. She's consistent, and that's why she's out there a lot.
They got here Monday. They usually come in early. They did not this year. So, yeah, she's seeing foam for the first time.
Kaylee's a big upper shooter, and she's got the cone out. Let's see how she started. Ooh, just missed it for a 10.
10, okay.
That's a good start, 424.
So Kaylee had one slip away from her last year in Minden. She missed one on the last target and lost it on the 6th arrow. And so I'm sure she's
hungry.
The competitor, she wants this one.
Yeah, 10 for Cara, puts her at 419. This is a little bit different range. This is a stretched out course for the Open Pros. Look at that, Emily McCarthy.
A 12 for Emily. Yeah, that's
409. She's just 10 points out of second right now with 4 or 5 arrows to go.
Now, Mackenzie Keegan, let's point out here, she is recently married and pregnant.
Yep. There's actually 6 people out there in this shoot-off. Something we don't typically see, but there's 6 people out there.
Yeah.
She had an 8, I believe, right there.
Yeah.
404, and now Miss Sharon Wallace.
Last year, Mackenzie made her first shoot down. Here she is back again, starting the season. Good for her.
405. Sharon sneaks into 4th, 1 point ahead of Mackenzie now. We'll rotate, do it again.
Yeah, now Darren, this, as you mentioned, these targets look long.
Yeah.
This is a 50-yard max class. We were at 60. Now we're back to 50-yard max. We don't know the distances, but they're out there.
Yeah, this is we're sitting 10 yards off the shooting line, and I can tell there's some pretty good average.
Yeah.
It's a good average distance on this shoot-off.
No gimmies.
No, it'll be no easy feat. There's no gimme. You're right, no gimmies out there.
So here we are looking down the line there.
Yep, there's Emily coming to full draw. Her shot explodes. She aims and then just boom, that release fires and she explodes through the shot.
She's got her mother and father-in-law in the audience here this weekend, Dan's parents.
Yeah, I spoke to them out on the range. Good look at Mackenzie. She's got a 10. There's the beast right there, Cara Kelly. Oh, she fired low, didn't she?
Yeah. One might have fooled her.
Schwacker turkey. She's got that look on her face like, ooh.
We changed them up a little bit, our target position. So now we still have the gas bowstrings mule deer, which is Sharon Wallace. She's going to get a 10.
Through that 10 line, 415.
And we now have the gold tip bedded buck. That's Kaylee Pettifer shooting that one.
And she did call upper again. She almost always shoots the upper 12.
And 10, okay. Just right of it, look there when he pulled the arrow.
434. Cara's not going to like this one.
No. The Schwacker turkey.
Yeah, it was a 5. It was low.
It was a 5.
424. She's 10 points behind the leader right now with that 5.
Yeah. We have the Stan Impala for Emily. He's going to take a 10 on that. We come around to Mackenzie for the HH8 Ram. She, I think, is going to take a 10 as well.
Shout out to her dad, Eddie. I'm sure Eddie's watching right now. And 10 for her. 414. And a shout out to Randy Dennis. Randy Dennis is a Georgia boy. I'm sure he's watching. So what's up, Randy?
All right. Kaylee has pushed her lead to 5 points. Or maintains it at 5 points. She was there. Oh no, now we switched. 10 points.
Yeah.
Is the lead for Kaylee Pettifer now.
Cara's going to need some bonus rings, and Kaylee's going to have to make a mistake, or she can just aim center 10 and take this to the finish line.
Yes. After Minden last year, that's going to be my advice for Kaylee. Center 10, just go to the end.
Don't go to them, make them come to you. You could hear it in the arrows when the bow fires and the distance it travels. There's some long averages here, long distance.
Kaylee's on the longest target, man.
Good shot by Cara right there. Yes, smoked it, Cara. Right there, inside out of that 12.
Wow.
She's like, that's better.
And she's shooting skinny arrows for indoors. Okay, all right. Mackenzie did call upper. Nope. I guess she did not. No, she did not put it in front of the sign.
424.
That's right. 10.
Unofficially.
Now Sharon Wallace. Bedded buck. There's a 12.
Good shot, Sharon. 427.
Very good, Sharon. Very nice. A 10.
Kaylee, 444 is what she needs to do. That's a pretty arrow right there by Cara.
Oh man, look at that.
That's nice.
That's a beauty. And
that is nice.
One of the 2 longest out there. I don't know how far it is, but that's a bomb.
Moves her to 436, I believe.
Emily. It's a good looking shot there.
Yeah, strong, just above that 12.
Just missed it.
She's judging them good. She's been really close to the rings. Hit the first one, barely missed the others. 429. Yeah, 8-point lead. It was 5, so Kaylee's extended it by 3. 2 arrows to go, potentially a 6th. Pretty good crowd in here, PJ.
Yeah, look at this. Packed house.
Starting to get dark outside. Everybody finished their rounds today, and they decided to come watch some archery.
This one, Foley's always a big one. I think we were right around 2,000 archers this weekend.
So good.
It was just.
There's a good look at Mackenzie.
Yeah, she.
Oh, she's
low.
Gone at the 14.
Yeah, either wide or low, depending on what she was doing.
Who is on that mule deer? That is Emily, and it's way low.
Sharon.
I believe Sharon coming to full draw on the turkey.
She had to reset there.
She's got 22 seconds right now, plenty of time.
Sharon back to Matthews this year. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Way low.
Huh.
Yeah, Emily's low on this mule deer, too.
That's uncharacteristic.
And 8 for Emily.
Wow. 8 for Emily.
Now we're going to come over to
437.
Mackenzie.
I was watching Sharon's reaction there. She's
Yeah.
back and forth with Jack in the audience there. 8 for Mackenzie, 432. She seemed confused by where that arrow landed.
Yeah, that like you were mentioning earlier, Darren, you know, this lighting.
It's a good
fluorescent lights.
Good strong shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Good camera work there, guys.
She might not have been.
Yeah, it's way low, 5, unfortunately. 432.
Next up, our leader, Kaylee Pettifer.
She's now tied again for 4th with Mackenzie. Kaylee, she did not call up, or did she? She doesn't have the cone out.
Oh, that is close. Oh man, Darren.
I'm not sure. It's got it. You can see it got it tugged up there, but I can't see.
Pulling.
As bright as that light is, I can't tell if it's actually touching or not.
Here he comes, Scott Parrott. 10. Okay. Crowd groans a little bit. Wanted her to get it, but
Yeah.
hey, that's
good effort.
She's doing what she needs to do. That's one of the longest.
She looks pretty at peace right there.
Yes.
She's happy with how things are going,
Yep.
pretty content.
10 for Carr. Okay.
446. I got Kaylee at 8 points over second place.
Yep.
And right now, Cara is the only person within 10 points
Only
of her. And this is our 5th arrow.
This is it.
See that tack light right there? One of the
Yes.
one of the coolest archery inventions in years.
Isn't it though?
I love it.
It is super popular.
It's a cool little light.
Yeah. We sell a ton. Well, explain to folks what it's doing.
Yeah,
there,
it's actually a light. It's a cord that runs down to light up the fiber so they can really see their fiber in dark situations. But what activates it, it goes to sleep if it's just sitting still. But as soon as you touch your bow, as soon as you touch it, boom, the light comes on.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, because I always forget to turn it on or forget to turn it off.
Yeah.
So it does all the hard work for you. It's a neat little invention. There's a good look at Cara from right behind on that long mule deer. So steady. Just left.
Hmm. Just
There's
tall.
a tall
for
one.
Emily.
Yeah.
Or no, excuse me. I keep thinking the turkey's still
Mackenzie.
second. That was
Ooh,
Mackenzie.
somebody went
yeah.
into 14. That was Sharon.
Hey,
She's
Sharon.
like, I'm going for it. Just left. Good shot.
All right, here we go, Cara, on the gas bowstrings mule deer. Cara is going to take an 8.
Yeah, just wide. That's the disadvantage to skinnies.
Yes,
A
if
fat-
that was a 23, that would have
Yep,
caught.
probably would have grabbed that line if it was a fatter arrow.
For sure.
Got to pick your poison out there.
The wind might have, this weekend outdoors, might have convinced her I should go skinny. There's a 10 for Emily. So this is Mackenzie on this turkey.
447, I believe, for Emily.
Oh, just
Just
out.
off that 14.
Good try. I don't know. They're still looking. Oh, okay. They're looking
To see if it
I
caught
was
the
looking
10.
at the 14, but now they're looking
It's
to
an
see if
8.
it scored a 10. Nope, gave her an 8. Okay.
440 is what I have her at.
And now Sharon, what do we got here? She's looking hard at
She
that.
just left of that 14, I think.
8. Yep. Scott Parr turned around. Oh,
Judge,
so
judged
close.
it perfect.
So close.
Judged it perfect.
She says, I tried.
440.
Yes, good shot,
So
Sharon.
Sharon's probably going to finish 4th by way of bonus rings.
Yeah, this is Kaylee here. 10. Hey, that's safe. No worries.
4. It's a 10-point spread, PJ, if
Yep.
my math is correct.
I believe you are. Let's see this
Get the
shuffle
official
around
update.
here. There
Yep.
you go. Mackenzie Keegan's going to finish in 5th at 440. Sharon Wallace going to finish 4th, 440. Emily McCarthy's going to be on the podium, 447. All right, and we have our top 2 that are going to finish shooting. But first, we're going to go to Jennifer Brooks, who's got a couple fans.
Hey everybody, we're up here in the stands at the shoot off, and this guy right here, he's on vacation, and I come up here to drag him into an interview. So what's your name?
Scott.
This is Scott. Scott, who are you rooting for out here?
Kaylee.
Kaylee. And Britton? Who are you rooting for?
Cara.
All right, so we've got 2 guys up here sitting next to each other, and they're rooting for 2 different shooters. So we'll see how this goes. Back to you, PJ.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, so Darren, our last chance archery, last chance arrow, we have brought out the Russian boar. Ken has placed it, and Scott Parrott is picking the shooting distance. The archers will have a certain amount of time to judge before they shoot. And let's see where Scott puts them.
And a perfect scenario for Kaylee, if she could script it and say, okay, I'm going into the shoot-off, final arrow.
10 points.
How big of a lead can I have? This is the ideal situation for her, 10 points.
I don't want to say anything
until
it's over,
I
because
thought it, though.
I
thought barring anything happening.
I have a bad record for doing that, and so I'm saying nothing.
Let's not jinx her.
10-point lead she has.
Yeah, we're going to watch how this plays out.
As you mentioned, ideal scenario.
I feel compelled to tell. We shot the same range as the women's pros, the senior pros do. Cara Kelly and I, we do a little pregame hug, and usually at the end of the round, she's like, "Did I get your man card?" Unfortunately, the answer is yes. She got me.
I have a feeling Cara Kelly took it from a lot of senior pros this weekend.
Oh, I don't feel as bad now. That does make me feel a little bit better.
Yeah,
she's a beast.
For sure. In this game, you got to list her on the Mount Rushmore of women's pro archers.
I think I got her at Lancaster. She got me at Foley.
Okay.
So I'm going to see. Maybe she shoots Vegas. See, I mean, we'll have to maybe bet an ice cream at Vegas or something.
Sounds good.
But she got my card this weekend.
I saw her husband Jason here shooting this weekend, so he's here somewhere.
Both little boys out there too.
Oh, they were here too. Okay,
one of the boys was shooting, I believe. He was shooting on the practice range anyway.
All right.
Jace had something smeared all over his face. I don't know what he was eating, but I think he was wearing more. He was wearing most of it. Here we go with Cara.
All right, here we go.
She's got second place wrapped up.
14.
14 to try to put a little pressure on
Going
Kaylee.
for it. It's a long aim. Oh, just over it.
She needs
maybe 27. She'd have caught that one, Darren.
Yeah. Too much, about a yard too many, but a fat arrow would have been real close right there. 8 points.
Just over.
So,
all right.
She doesn't even have to shoot.
Doesn't even have to shoot.
All right. But I'm going to give you a chance. If you can shoot that wild boar in the eye, I'm going to let you give that target to the child here in the audience.
Nice.
All right, here we go. So Mike Tyrell has told Kaylee she has it won. She doesn't need to shoot this arrow.
She can miss this target and still win.
If she hits it in the eye, she gets to pick a kid and give away the target. Mike Tyrell's known for this. It's a cool little feature.
Since it's over, I would have went, "Hey, Cara, what'd you shoot that for?" And I'd cut a yard just to confirm. I think I've got it right, but hey, Cara, what'd you shoot that for? Because Cara was close. Looking for the eyeball.
Here we go. Close enough. I think Mike says.
It's in the head.
Tell you what, Cara, you find the child and the shootdown's over, they can have that card. How's that? I'm sorry.
Well, Kaylee Pettifer, we have a little discussions out here. I think Mike Tyrell told her to give it away anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Hey, congratulations to her, though. I was going to say, after Minden last year, I was like, I think she has this locked up, but I didn't want to say it until it actually happened.
Yeah.
Because everybody just felt bad because we shoot them. You never know.
You just never know. You know,
got to shoot the
I
targets.
had a lot of help last year when Jeff had his incident there, and if he hits a 12 there, it changes everything.
There she is. Kaylee, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, she can. All right, Kaylee, we were just talking about Minden last year. This has to feel good to come back and get this one.
It does. When I looked out there and seen that it was the Russian boar again, I was like, oh, this is my chance to make up for what happened in last year. So,
Kaylee, this is first tournament of the season. It's early. You come off the range with a 4:14. I mean, are you putting in the time? Was it just like numbers were jumping out at you? How'd you prepare for this to shoot that awesome score?
I think it's a combination of both. I put a lot of time behind the bow these past couple months. you know, I have a little son and I work full-time also, so I don't really have a lot of time. It might just be blind belling in the garage at night while it's dark, or putting the truck spotlights on a target just so I can shoot outside. But just utilizing my time and just making sure I get shots behind the bow. And this weekend it kind of just all meshed together, making good choices on the range. And, you know, most of this is just making good choices. So.
I'd say it paid off.
Well, we have a replay here, Kaylee, of your last shot there at the Russian boar. Hit it just under the eye. How was your number?
Well, not so great.
I
But
told
it's okay.
I told PJ since it was over, I said if this was me, since you'd already won the tournament, I'd reach around the car and say, "What'd you shoot that for?" Because she was really, really close to that 14. Congratulations on a
Thank you.
fantastic weekend.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kaylee. Kaylee Johnston is our 2025 Hoyt Easton Pro-Am champ here in Women's Pro. Congratulations to her. Folks, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We got Open Pro coming up next. We'll be back from Foley.
What a shot.
Got it.
Unbelievable. So Kyle needs an 8 to win.
Oh, he went right at it.
Entered in, done. This guy is unreal.
That's it. And he got it. Never played it safe killing that.
How do you take archery's flagship arrow to a whole new level? Introducing the all-new Easton 5mm FMJ Max. It allows faster speeds to your target and features a seamless AccuCarbon core fused with a precision aluminum jacket overlay, delivering higher energy at impact and increased momentum, making it the ultimate shaft for taking down big game. FMJ Max, the go-to arrow for today's most serious bow hunters. To learn more, visit your Easton dealer now or go to eastonarchery.com. Power, penetration, and higher velocity combine to make the new Easton 5.0, an ultra-lightweight, micro-diameter hunting shaft, perfect for bow hunters, engineered on a brand new 5mm AccuCarbon platform. It can be configured to offer maximum speed, or can be built with weight up front for extreme accuracy. Each 5.0 is guaranteed to have virtually perfect consistency. Punch your tag with the industry's most versatile arrow. Experience the all-new Easton 5.0 today.
This bow's packed with new features and technology. Next in the evolution of carbon bows. I like it too. Shooting IBO speeds of up to 340 feet per second. This bow will reach draw lengths of out to 32 inches.
Right where he said, shut down.
So this bow here is a really good bow to get started. What do you think?
I like it. Bring fingers underneath, and you're gonna draw to your anchor. Great job.
This limit would be a good step up from what you had. It's gonna be a little bit higher draw weight.
Hey, nice shot.
Thanks.
There's he's did.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got it.
He got it.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
466. Wow. That's pretty
That's
good.
why people call him the GOAT right
Yeah.
there.
I really feel like this is where I need to be.
Ryan Jeffries, Mr. Ryan Reed, Chris Hacker, Alan Connor, Benny Barger, and your #1 qualifier from Voorheesville, New York, Jacob Sluzard.
I thought I could hang with these guys, and I wanted to prove that, but winning after 5 tournaments it's a lot.
I got a whole bunch of excuses, but it does feel good to be back out here, shooting on the ASA ranges again. It's been a tough range for sure. Shooting okay, hit a few 12s, just got to stay out of the 8 ring, and hopefully it warms up enough I can take a couple layers off.
All right, Darren, welcome back, everybody, to the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am here in Foley, Alabama. Open Pro standings. There they are, Darren.
Yeah, Levi Morgan wasting no time jumping out to a Shooter of the Year lead with a 430. In second place, we've got Seth Green at 422, Riley Sable at a 422, Michael Evans again at 422, and Sam Smith rounding out the top 5 with a 421.
All right, I'm definitely expecting some folks to shoot for some bonus rings, so we want to bring out these archers. All right, for Open Pro, our #5 qualifier with a score of 421 and 18 bonus rings. From Carnesville, Georgia, shooting for Matthews, Sam Smith. Our #4 qualifier with a score of 422 and 12 bonus rings. From Paris, Kentucky, shooting for Elite, Michael Evans. And our #3 qualifier with a score of 422 and 13 bonus rings. From Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, shooting for Elite, Riley Sable. And our second place qualifier with a score of 422 and 15 bonus rings. From South Carolina, shooting for Matthews, Seth Green. And our #1 qualifier with a score of 430 and 18 bonus rings. From Uniontown, Pennsylvania, shooting for Matthews, Levi Morgan. All right, Darren, there they are, out on the line. No surprise at the top of the pack there, Levi Morgan.
Nope, no surprise whatsoever. He has got some game. He's been in a million of these shoot-offs, and it's no surprise at all to see him leading the pack. I did have a little fun conversation with Louis Holmes about Riley. If we can get the camera guys at some point here, let's get a good look at that mustache Riley's got going on right there.
That is a pro-grade mustache right there.
It is a pro-grade mustache. Yes, look at that. And I'm sure he's going to appreciate us calling that out, but check that out. Is this his first shoot down?
It is.
I think it is.
Now, he told me his last name is pronounced Sable.
Sable,
but
yeah.
he might have been kidding me because he said everybody says it's the Mercury Sable.
Yeah.
But he told me Sable.
Well, tomato. Good look at Levi right there over his shoulder. See how he starts this shoot off. Just left for a 10. 440.
So at this tournament last year, Darren, Levi Morgan lost it on the last arrow. That was one of our highlights that we showed there.
Yeah, Seth starts off with a 12. 434. He's reduced that lead to 6 now instead of 8.
Riley Sable, 10 for Riley.
Good strong shot there by Riley. Looking good. 432.
We got an 8 for Michael Evans.
Just,
yeah.
430 for Michael now.
Sam
Sam
Smith.
went at the 14.
Yeah,
he decided
he
to
did.
go for it, didn't he?
Yep.
And I think he says, gosh darn it.
I think he's just under it.
Yep.
Straight left.
429. It goes fast, doesn't it, PJ?
It does. I can't believe we're at the last divisional already of the night.
It goes fast. Sam put a cone out for an upper. Riley put a cone out for an upper. Looks like everybody else is. Oh no, Riley's taking the cone back, and Michael set his out.
And now Seth's
And
putting
now
his
Seth.
out.
What a mix-up. There's Mr. Michael Evans. I believe Paris, Kentucky is where he calls home. Good look at Riley and Michael. The boys in blue.
Oh,
A little bit low for Riley.
Low on that Impala.
Michael called upper. That's pretty decent looking arrow right there.
Sam Smith, I think, went 14 hunting again.
Did he? Yeah, it's
Sure
tall
looks
in that
like
target.
it. Yeah. Or straight over the 12. He didn't call upper.
He did not call upper.
No.
Funky 8, we'll call that one.
So Sam was our leader after yesterday. He hit a rough patch this morning in qualifications and then had to work his way back up. And he
8 for Levi.
An 8 for Levi.
Huh. He's going to make this hard on himself, isn't he? What's Seth do? Seth shot an 8.
Everybody's shooting 8s.
432.
Well, we said, Darren, this is a longer course than we normally see in the finals.
8-440. And to their defense, we've been in this building since 2:45 Central Time.
Yeah.
And according to my phone, it's 6 p.m. We've been in here 3 hours and 15 minutes, and these guys have been waiting that long to shoot their bows.
Yeah.
So there is a warm-up area in the back, but they've been iced for a while. Michael Evans,
12
upper
for
12.
Michael. All right.
Sounds like he brought some fans with him.
He did. He packed the house here. Why not?
Sounds like he brought some fans with him. Good look at Michael. Michael's good help. He comes by our trailer at these events, changes draw length on bows, helps people out. Good dude right there.
Yeah.
There's the man, Levi Morgan.
He hit a stretch today where I thought he just couldn't miss the 12.
Really?
Everything he shot at that I watched was just 12, 12, 12, 12. And they were longer targets, and he got to the shorter ones, and he actually missed one of the shortest out there.
He's got a 10 on that turkey. See what everybody did. Good looking arrow on that Impala down there. But it looks like Seth called upper, and he did not hit the upper. See how it goes for Michael. Center 10.
Center 10. Michael just shot solid all weekend.
Sam's
8
taking
for
an 8.
Sam.
Yep,
Yeah.
shooting at that 14. It'll move him to a 445. That's all you can do. When you're in
Yeah.
5th and you make your move and it doesn't play, there's no sense in backtracking.
10 for Levi.
458 for Levi now.
Come around to Seth Green, and Seth had a really good day today. That's how he launched himself up there. That's going to be a 12.
He
oh
hit
no,
the-
he called
upper,
He
yeah.
called upper.
10 for Seth, so 442. And Riley?
Come around to Riley.
What's he got? I hear Louis back there heckling him. I know that's him. That's going to be a 10.
That's a 10.
Too
yeah.
far left of the connector. At least that's my assumption. I think it's too far left of the
I think
connector.
you're right.
They're looking though.
Yeah. Scott's got his magnifiers.
This is a wide line where it connects there, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
What's he say? 10.
10.
Yep.
450.
All right.
So right now, Michael Evans is in second place, if my math is correct.
Michael puts the cone out. Seth has the cone out.
Levi started to, and then he changed his mind.
Yeah.
Curious what he's thinking there. I will never question what he does. Good night. We were talking earlier today or yesterday, I think it was, about a shoot-off back in 2006 or 2007, and he won finally. I got second that tournament, and I was like, I used to win a few, and then here came a guy called Levi Morgan. Some good-looking arrows.
So, that was Seth shooting at that ram, and he got it.
Riley is on the mule deer. He did not call upper.
Did not. And
Ooh.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get that one.
Yeah.
Scott Parrott turning around.
At least I think so.
Yeah. And we know Scott Parrott can see because look at those. That's pro grade right there.
Good night.
We got a 10 for Michael Evans. No one can ever question Scott Parrott's line calls with those things on there.
Phew, did you see the eye? Did you see the head on that? Look at them eyes through there. Who shot that turkey? Is that Sam?
That is Sam.
He's under the 8. I believe that's a nickel.
That's going to be a 5.
Yeah.
Yep. He called it.
450.
Scott Parrott is our tournament director here. He's responsible for everything shooting related on these ASA weekends. Got a 10 for Levi. So all those ranges set up. That's under Scott's supervision. Does a heck of a job, and he's just one of the funnest people out here. I made that word up, funnest.
Funnest, yeah.
That's what he is.
Funniest or funnest?
Funnest.
Okay.
And funniest.
Yeah.
That's a 12 for Seth.
Seth,
Yeah.
he's not going to go away, is he?
This is
64, yeah. He's 4-point lead right now with 1 arrow regulation to go.
Yeah, I saw Seth out there. He says he's got his wife and 3 kids in the audience. They must be good luck charms for him, 'cause he's having himself a shoot down here.
I saw 2 of his kids the other night. We had a shrimp boil on Wednesday night. Seth was there with 2 of his kids. One good thing about being this close to the coast.
Oh, man.
You can find some good seafood.
You can. That is for sure.
Here we go.
Acme
Arrow number
Wolf
5.
Bay.
Yes.
Original Oyster House.
10 top. Whew.
All good.
Good look at Michael. It's got a 10.
Seth shook his head.
Levi, another 10.
Just 10. Yeah.
Seth called upper.
He
Looks
shook
like he
his
hit just
head.
right of it, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
Seth Green, only 4 points behind our leader.
Let's see what we got.
10.
474.
Comes
Riley.
Oh, yeah. He's got it.
There's the connector.
Yeah.
Darren.
That's where it connects to the 12 or to the 10 line. That little piece of pie.
Yeah. And you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
That puts him in a tie with Seth. Just 4 points behind
Yes, it
Levi.
does.
That's awesome.
They shot together today, Riley and Seth did.
10 now.
10 from Michael, so 4-7-2. We're going to have 4 guys in the final arrow.
Just left for Sam.
Sam's got a 460, and he will finish in 5th place. And I believe Levi's got a 10, 478. So we will certainly have 4 guys in the final arrow.
10 for Levi.
10.
Yep, 10 for Levi.
All right.
Wow.
Congratulations to Sam Smith, finishing in 5th place there.
This one is not over.
No. There it is.
Yeah, 4
4
point
points.
lead for Levi. Seth has Riley by bonus rings, I'm guessing, since they're tied. Michael's going to shoot first with a 472. Big arrow for these guys, because whoever finishes in 4th just takes home money from the ASA for 4th place. Whoever finishes in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gets to take home contingencies from their bow manufacturer, their sight manufacturer, their release manufacturer, their string maker, their arrow sponsor. Thousands of dollars on the line right here.
Darren, we got Jennifer Brooks. She's got some folks she's going to talk to.
Hey everybody, I've got 2 other victims from the crowd here, and these guys have some funny stories for us. So have you had anything funny happen to you?
Yeah, one time in last year, it was money, and then I fell, and it looked like I had poo-poo on my pants.
Not good. Anybody else ever done that? We need some crowd interaction here. Can y'all hear me? All right, bud. So anything happened this weekend for you while you were out shooting that might be funny?
We were trying to determine if it was a 12 or not on a 30-yard shot. And we all had to lay down on the ground and put our binoculars on our elbows and see if we could see it.
You were shaking bad, weren't you?
Very.
I can identify with that. Okay, stories from the crowd. Back to you, PJ.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. Yes, got many folks here in attendance tonight. It is packed house. So now, Darren, we have brought out the last chance archery, last chance arrow, and we have brought out the Russian boar. We've moved the shooting line up in front of the standard line. And so now these 4 guys, Michael, Riley, Seth, and Levi, they got their chance to judge it. Looks like they get a minute.
For me, right now, Michael, Riley, and Seth are like, yes, this thing's not that far. I've got a chance to shoot a 14. And Levi's like, dang it, Scott. Why didn't you make this a 50-yarder?
Make this the bomb.
Yep, because these guys all have a chance to make a move. You know, if they shoot a 14, Levi had a pretty good spread on rings to start. And I don't know that he hit many there. I don't remember him hitting many there. So bonus rings could be a factor, but if somebody hits a 14, he's going to have to at least hit a 10 and maybe potentially hit a bonus ring to win this thing.
Right. It looks like Seth may be the only one. Did he hit 3?
He hit the first one and then shot an 8, then shot a 10, and then hit the next one. So he hit 2, so he's at 17.
2. Okay.
And Levi went 10, 8, 10, 10, 10.
Yeah, I don't think he shot any.
Yeah, so he's still got a lead over Seth. So if Seth were to happen to hit a 14, Levi could still win with a 10. So he's in a good spot still.
Here's Michael.
See what Michael does.
Oh,
straight left. Judged it perfect. Judged it perfect. So Michael, 480 is what I have him at with that 8. So an 8 for Riley would put him at an 82. You got to go for it, Riley. You just have to go for it.
I think that's what the crowd is saying. Yes, this is Riley's first ever ASA shoot down.
So if you shoot for the 14, maybe aim at 6 o'clock. And if you miss it, miss in the 8 ring, you guarantee yourself a podium. But if you shoot aggressive and you shoot a 5, then he lets Michael onto the podium. So I don't know if he's thinking about all this, but there's a lot of variables right now. This is a big arrow. Looks pretty sure. Go for it, kid.
Oh,
he went for the 12.
Went for the 12.
So he got a 10.
I think he's just left.
484.
All right.
Maybe he did that thinking Seth's going to go for a 14. You know, hey, if Seth makes a mistake, I sneak into second place.
Yeah.
Seth calls upper.
Yeah, if you're Seth.
I'm thinking he's got to go for the 14. If you want to try
just conceding.
Yeah, if you want to try to win, you got to hit it. And then, you know, hope Levi makes a mistake, which not super likely, but you never know. That's why we shoot him.
All right, Seth. Let's start your movement now.
Did call upper, so a 10. He probably takes second no matter what because of bonus rings, because a 10 would tie him with Riley. A 12.
The 14 is dangerous, Darren.
Yeah, it is. But it's the path to victory if you want to win. He went for it.
He did.
So an 8. 4.
So he's going to take third.
82. Seth's going to take third. Riley just jumped up to second.
And Levi
needs 5.
Just needs to hit the target.
So Riley is still a leader at 44. Levi Morgan needs at least an 8.
Riley Sable just cashed a $5,000 check from Elite.
Well, that's good.
Pretty good for his first shoot-off, huh?
For your first shoot-off? You bet. I heard Mike Tyrell said Levi needed an 8.
Not by my math. Oh, yeah, he does, because Riley has 84. That's it.
Okay.
That is my bad.
Okay, gotcha.
That is my bad. He needs an 8 to win. Sure enough.
That's a big ring for Levi Morgan to aim at, though. Yeah, 10.
Good 10.
That'll
Center 8 ring. 488. Nobody clapped. I'm going to clap for Levi.
Yeah.
I'm going to clap for the guy.
There you go. You got the crowd started. It was kind of like, what just happened?
Yeah. Levi wins.
Well, Levi wins another one.
Riley got second. Seth Green's going to take third.
Congratulations to Levi taking the win. I believe he's going to come around and we're going to talk to him. And congratulations to Riley and Seth.
Yeah.
For sure. Getting onto that podium. First timers up there. All right, here we come around. Here comes Levi Morgan over to the headsets. And we are going to talk to him. There he is, Levi Morgan. First tournament of the year. You're the champ. How's that feel?
Well, after that shoot-off performance, a little undeserving, honestly. Feels great. I shot awesome on the range out in the woods, but I guess I left that out there this weekend. So I'm thankful to have pulled it off in the end.
It was a pretty close race all the way. Did you get to a point where you said, all I have to do is hit an 8? What goes through your mind when you get to that 6th arrow and it's your chance to win this thing?
Normally, if all I have to do is hit an 8, I'm pretty confident. But the way I judge the rest of these out here, I was like, who knows? And the only other time in my career, all I had to do was hit a 10 to win on that target was against you, Darren, and I shot an 8 to lose. So I was thinking about that the whole time too. So I'll take the 10 and the win, and I'm super thankful for it.
You shot great all weekend. That's a strong finish. You're leading shooter of the year. Congratulations on an awesome weekend, Levi.
Thanks, guys.
All right, congratulations to Levi Morgan there, our Open Pro champion. Folks, that is going to do it for us here at the Foley Event Center for the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am. Thanks for joining us. We will be back next month at Fort Benning. Stay tuned for that one.